loud in the chamber, pressure gets colder. Resla walks in, truth riding his shoulder. Tick loud in the chamber, pressure gets colder. Resla walks in, truth riding his shoulder. Here for the shift to the mask, all pretenders. Beat drop, he's a fucking monster. Cuts through the noise, pulls the lies into daylight. Every move calculated, every word's a fist fight. Building new code, stacking bricks for the future. Turning midlife to gold, cut the chains like a suture. Keeps time as a weapon, each tick is a death note. Lights up the skyline, watch the whole city take note. Not chasing the fame, here to freeze what's molten. Break open the silence, keep the truth ice-coated. No clock to punch, and he's the one who dictates. Every second's a fuse, watch the skyline detonate.
Let's get started, people. What is good, everybody? What is good? Welcome. I am your guy, Resla. Hopefully having a good show for you guys for tonight. I know you guys are probably doing a whole bunch of different things out at night on this Saturday night. And if not, you're looking at some of your most famous, or not even really famous, just popular content creators because they have such a big following. I know you guys love to follow numbers. You love to follow numbers. But I'm going to get on this whole thing about what I'm talking about today because I'm just not really into all the other shit. I don't want to wind up on CNN or Piers Morgan or whatever else one day. Well, it's way too much for me. Fame is not something I've ever been associated with. That's just me. That's not to say that it should be the same with everybody else, and that should be the same thing for you. For me personally, fame is not something that I chase. Notoriety is nice. It's nice. It's a nice place to be. It's nice to be recognized, to be acknowledged. But fame is not something that I'm looking for because famous people eventually, at some point, have a huge downfall. And you can point to many people. And actually, now that I just think about that right now, that really does bring forth, I could probably bring up I could probably bring up content just on that. Now I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I don't want to get carried away. Let me jot that down real quick. But just on that alone, I might be able to make content just on that alone. Okay, cool. Anyway, hopefully you guys have been doing very well today. I'm just coming in doing my own thing. Hopefully you guys have been doing your own thing. I have been trying to sort out a lot of my own different media. Sorry, I just recently today saw my email over at Resla Opinionated. It was crazy. It was crazy. Some of it is subscription stuff from like other content creators, memberships, all kind of stuff. But then some of it actually had a bit of takes and people who had their own opinions about particular things that were going on in my content, which is weird, strange. When I do see it, I'm still not over it yet. But yeah, I thought it was really, really, really interesting. Anyway, so let me try to get into a little bit of what we're talking about today, and I think it's very important. It's something I covered before, but I really feel like I need to still keep harping down on it because as much as I say it, people don't listen to it because I say it once in the blue, and then because I only say it once in the blue, the moment the episode is done or the moment I say it, it's gone from their minds. You guys, the viewers, it's gone from your minds, and you move on to the next thing, and you're immediately giving more of that, them verbal crack rocks that you like to get everywhere else that you go. And for this one, I want to really point out something that's very important. And I'm talking about exposure, but mostly I'm talking about accountability. We have this thing online where, and this is very important. It's very important that I need to mention this because I need for people, especially for those who claim that they want to be the justice, the judicars of accountability, right? Here's your chance to try to defend yourself, to defend your position. And you're going to have to try to really convince me of this simple thing. So let's get into it. Exposure is not accountability. Let me say that again for you. Exposure is not accountability. We have mistaken being seen for being held accountable. People believe, for some reason, people think that if you get called out, justice has been served. That's not enough. I've seen plenty of people try to do it. We still see people to this day try to see. I see it with the whole the recent thing with NPC and whatever's going on with Snow. Two people who I rock with. I've seen it when it comes to the whole point of people trying to jump at Resto for things. I've seen it when people start to talk about for Mel for things. I've seen it when it comes to Locks with Jeremy. I've seen it when it comes to Markella. I've seen all these different people all trying to be under the banner of just really one thing: holding people accountable. And this is, I'm talking about specifically online. We're not even going to talk about offline in the real world where shit should really count. Not online, but for shit which really count. But since we like to drag online into the real world, we're gonna stick to online right now. You're going to be hard pressed to try to convince me that you can hold somebody accountable. So the idea of calling something out, how does that really stop somebody? But being called out doesn't make you accountable. And that's the point that I need to really put out there for. It's not enough. It just makes you visible. You give more credence to the person that you're, quote, trying to put in a verbal, a digital jail. And in this era, visibility isn't punishment. Let me tell you what it is. It's free marketing. It's free marketing. So when I have conversations about people, and I've heard many people in many spaces, not just this panel verse, because I don't know. So listen, as much as I hear those words or whatever, no one here on my platform has ever heard me say that I associate myself with the panel verse. That is a weird name that popped up that I never agreed to at all. Never signed a petition, never signed any contracts, any paperwork, never agreed upon that this was gonna be the name of a sector that I'm a part of. Never did it. Never did it. I have always looked at myself as being the Batman of this group. I'm not even a full-time member of the Justice League. I am part-time. I am too busy trying to look after Gotham. I don't want to try to save the entire world. I am too busy with my duties taking care of Gotham. So when we hear people running around in many spaces, and I'm not even talking about the panel, the quote panel verse, whatever the fuck you guys are. But I talk about people who are in all kind of areas, politics, relationships, all these different niche sectors that are popping up. How do you I got him. I got the nap, but now he's sitting in my bourbon. Whatever. It is what it is. How do we go about holding people accountable? I'm gonna make sure his ass is not moving. Okay, he not moving. He dead. Power of the bourbon. Because when I'm looking at accountability, right? Accountability is supposed to be used. Well, rather, accountability is used to be heavy. That's the way it's supposed to be. You have a fixed damage. You have faced particular consequences. You paid back to the people that you wronged or owed. Your title, your privilege, your access gone. Can we really say that we see that online in today's age, in the last couple of years? No. Now, someone posts a clip, your name trends for 1 or 2 days, maybe a week, maybe since fucking February. And maybe they drop a little bit of notes here and there, spread a little shit across the time, a little breadcrumbs across the timeline. And oh my gosh, I'm learning and I'm growing so much about what's going on, that shit that's been dead. But hoping that this shit dies down. But the truth of the matter is that it's just Tuesday, just Thursday, it's just Saturday. Here's the problem: awareness without action is just gossip dressed as activism. Let me say this again, because I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers just heard Resla be talking too much, and maybe he's talking too fast. And I'm gonna borrow this from Kev, from Marathon Kev. No, motherfucker, you just listen in slow. So let me just say this again for you: awareness without action is just motherfucking gossip, added some words, dressed up in activism. You claim to be an activist for justice and for peace and all this other bullshit, but to be honest with you, you have no real method of being able to hold anyone, never mind yourself, accountable. You're just upset that someone was able to bend the rules and play by rules that you're not willing to play by. Because if we wanted to talk about actual accountability, then we need to talk about shame. Public shame without private, quote, change is just motherfucking theater. I'm at a point right now where I almost think that if no one can be able to convince me that they can hold someone tangibly accountable, I'm inclined to believe that you're really in their camp. Now, let me say that again for you. If you cannot shame somebody without giving public change for a private affair, it's just theater. I want you to think about that for a moment. I know I said something. I know it sounded wild. I'm a little pissed because I had to kill this motherfucker, but he's in my shit. So let me throw this out. Think about it. Have you thought about it yet? Because I just want you to take some time to really think about that. If your only consequence is a few bad words online, that's not justice. That's an intermission, to be honest with you. It's a break. It's a reprieve. The show still goes on. The show still goes on. And you're still what? We have built a culture online where you can fake contrition for long enough for the internet to move on, or for the internet to keep you in the limelight, and you don't even have to do any work. And that's something that we call growth. It's not. It is not growth. It's survival. I said this before about a few people and about a few creators, and I've been very vocal about it. I've said it on my platform, this platform, and I've said it on other people's platforms. I've called people out. I'm not necessarily called people out, but I've highlighted things that I've said very open and honestly about what was my assessment based on the things they're looking for. If you have someone that you have a gripe with, and you don't have anything else you can do with your time outside of talk about that individual, or follow that individual, or stalk that individual, whatever. Like, I got people that reach out to me, or even follow me, or even stalk me because of somebody else that they don't like. You've seen it for yourself, guys. Have people badmouth me, do videos, mention me in streams, badmouth me, stalk me in the chats, troll me, everything else. Not because they had a problem with me, but because they have a problem with somebody else. How are you following them to other people's platforms and then harassing the people that they go to those platforms? Accountability. How's it accountability? They're still notice, you are not. They're still being highlighted. You are not. They still have their quote fame or notoriety or infamy, you can put it that way, intact. You do not. Who's winning and who's not? Samuel, I'm talking about people on the internet. I'm not even going to talk about it in real life right now, but this can be translated to real life as well because a lot of motherfuckers are taking online shit and dragging it into the real world. And I can talk about that. But right now, I want to have a conversation about people who are in the internet, since basically none of you motherfuckers know me in real life. Some of you guys who watch me, some of you, very few select of you, and I'm never going to call you out, but you know who I am in real life. And you know that the people, the guy that you even see now is like probably 80%, if not 90%. They're missing a good solid 10% of Resla. You guys know me. Most people get about 80, 90% of me online. You said, in that case, you can't hold strangers that live a mile away. Well, okay, love the fact that you say that. So, here's what I want to say about, because you're saying about real life accountability, right? If you don't have, here's the point I'm trying to make. Even if you can reach them, let's just say they weren't hundreds or thousands of miles away. Let's just say they was in your city. They was in your neighborhood. How can you stop them online? Unless you have the power to cut off the internet, how are you stopping them? You might get mad, Samuel, and punch him in the mouth. But if they get back online and they drag your fucking name, how are you stopping them? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And that's the point that I'm trying to make here. People need to have a better strategy when they say that they want to hold someone accountable. Because the idea of what I've been seeing for the past really 4 years on the internet, since I've been really engrossed of dealing with people on the internet, even though I've only been on the internet for over a year and a half. But I've been watching and dealing with and interacting. You really have no power. Because if you cannot influence, if you cannot make people feel shame, if you cannot get people's platforms taken down, if you cannot have them, because here's the thing about it, even publicly saying I am sorry is not good enough. Because I've seen some of the most egregious people do the most egregious shit online. And with a simple, my bad, was forgiven. Months and months of doxing and talking shit and talking about people's families and what they were going to do and how they're going to pull up and all the other kind of shit like that. All simple. You know what? I ain't going to do that no more. My bad. And all fucking forgiven. Hail Marys granted. Yes, my child, as long as you said I'm sorry. We are more fickle than we treat children. At least to those who just like, no, you ain't shit. You never been shit. You won't be shit. I never want to trust you to be shit in the future. And I'm going to always keep my foot on your neck. I trust them more than the people who follow people that take an easy apology online, when the truth of the matter is that you can't even really hold these people accountable. So you can't even say that the apology that they gave you is genuine. Because I've seen creators who have genuine apologies and I still don't trust them. I trust their results. I trust what they do later. Most of you guys see somebody and they say sorry and you go, I feel better because they said sorry. They said sorry. It's documented. They said sorry. They said sorry. Give them a week or two later and they do exactly the shit they were doing before they apologized. And you just roll with it. You don't even acknowledge it. I've seen a lot of viewers do this. And I sit there and I take notes. That's an interesting relationship between chats and the host. Very interesting. I don't just get dragged in. I don't just get dragged in because I'm a quote fan. I I pen shit down. That's wow. They did that shit. That's bullshit. How many times have I talked to you about guys about logical fallacies? I follow that shit. I look for flaws in what people saying, how they behave. I pay attention to the fly in the ointment. And I think a lot of people are just so easily willing, so easy. And that's something about like human beings have very short attention span. You want to talk about flies? You guys are so easy at forgetting. They could burn your house down. You rebuild your house. So because they haven't touched your house in 3 extra years, you're like, I forgot they even burned the last one down. I totally forgot. Shit. It's water under the bridge now. Never mind the fact that you was homeless. You had to move your family across town, wait for your whole fucking shit to be built, had to go through the insurance, the fucking Red Cross, whatever case may be, get all the shit paperwork done, had to have paperwork, had to fucking pictures to get all your extra shit back, whatever. But because you've been living a good solid 3 years, you totally now forgot that a motherfucker totally burned your place down. It is amazing to me, the human mental and how easy it is to forget. And we easily say things like, I forgive. I just will forget. But when I watch a lot of people, you forget quicker than you forgive. You forget, so you forgot that you even forgave. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I don't remember this. Why would I forgive them? I don't know what you're talking about. It's amazing to me. When I look at a lot of stuff that happens in terms of trying to hold people accountable, this is why I say, like, the stuff that you're talking about and how they need to move better, need to do better, and we're calling that shit out, they don't have any growth. You don't really see growth. You see changes, you see transformations, you see subtle shifts to game their audience, but you don't really see growth. It's just survival. They're just trying to make sure that their channel doesn't get taken down by the YouTube Sky Daddy. So why does it happen? Why did we let this happen? And I think part of the reason is because accountability is work. Real work. It's slow. It's ugly. It's uncomfortable. It means someone with authority, like I said, has to say no. I'm sorry, but you're a subscriber. You don't have the authority to say no. You can just unsubscribe. But let's be honest. When you have somebody who's a polarizing figure, you don't. You're afraid to say no. You're afraid to unsubscribe because why? I'm going to miss out. I won't know what's being said next if I unsubscribe. If I can stick to my principles and I don't actually do so, then I won't know. I won't be in the mix. I won't be part of the cool kids club because I won't know what the fuck is being talked about. So you don't unsubscribe, which means nothing changed. You can't just apologize your way out of shit. And I mean this to the people who do the big fuck ups. But I also say that you can't say that you hold people accountable if you're not willing to give them any punishment. And I mean you as the people who follow those people. But the call out is quick. It's cheap. And it feels powerful. It's a really good dopamine rush, dopamine hit for the accuser. It's a great PR opportunity, by the way. I've seen so much of it. It's great PR, especially for the person that's accused. Everyone gets to feel like something happened without actually fixing a damn thing. Somehow, online, we have gamified justice. We gamified it, folks. Congratulations. The crowd boos. The accused gets puts on a sad fucking face. The internet shares it and reshares it and reposts it like it's breaking news, like breaking news. And then it's on to the next one. It's a trending topic. It's not a trial. Let me say that again. It is a trending topic. It is not a trial. You cannot swap the courtroom for the comment sections. And you can't do that and call it progress. Real accountability, folks, real accountability happens when the boardroom, when the bank accounts, when the contracts, when these things are all in jeopardy. When we place a portion of power, of access, and actual changing of hands when it comes to monetary dollars, when it comes to the risk of their channels in the balance. Most of you don't even try. Don't even think to attempt it. The internet might catch you, but only if there's a system that can hold you accountable. And because here's the thing, as the creators, as the people who hold these channels, we can hold people accountable. Now, can we hold them indefinitely? No. But when I say I can hold people accountable, if I really just think that you're not good enough, I could just ban you. Can I stop you from starting a whole new account and coming back to my page? I cannot. Can I just keep banning you? Abso-freaking-lutely. But when it comes to you guys being able to hold people accountable that you claim you don't like, that you think that they've done the most egregious things, how do you do so? Here's what you do. You throw dollars at them. You keep giving them viewerships. And you think that if you just talk shit in their chat, that it's going to make them feel sorry. They're not going to feel sorry. They don't feel sorry. They do not feel sorry, folks. And there's nothing you can really do about that. You have to be okay with that. I'm not okay with that, but until you find a way to be able to, quote, do something about it, you're stuck. You are stuck. And you're gonna have to live with it. A lot of people like to come out here and they're like, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say that. You're not doing anything. You typing has no power. You following people to different areas and thinking that you're gonna does nothing. Until you figure out a way to tangibly hold people accountable, what you're doing has no effect. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And the worst part is we have lowered the bar for what making it right looks like. You can survive pretty much 72 hours on an outrage cycle, and you can pretty much turn around and say that you won. I think for a lot of you guys, you're not even reformed. You're just good at waiting people out. Because that's really all that it takes, because people like that, they're just short memories, or they'll understand quickly. Well, we called you out. We said what you did wrong. Okay, cool. Where are the damages? Well, what's the problem with that? We have literally glorified the aspect of saying that literally negative attention is good attention. Negative attention is good attention. There is no such thing as bad attention, because there's no penalty for bad things happening. Let me say that again for you. Negative attention is good attention because there are no bad sides to negative things happening, because you don't hold anyone accountable. Tell me where I'm wrong. Can you give me an example where I'm wrong? Show me where I'm wrong. I'm not even going to talk about what's going on in the political cycles. I'm talking about here in these motherfucking streets of social media. For the people that you like to constantly, and I see a lot of you names, a lot of different content creative spaces. Tell me where I'm wrong. I see you motherfuckers night in and night out, whether I talk or whether I'm even in a panel or not. I see you motherfuckers, so you're not hiding. Because it is almost impossible for you guys to hide because you have to feel like you get noticed. So you have to chat. I don't feel like I have to chat. You guys, you feel like you have to chat. You have to be noticed. Which is indicative of a bigger thing that I'm not going to get into. And now for nothing, every time we let this shit slide, right? We teach the next person exactly how to ride this shit out too. On, don't make me time you out. I'm just telling you right now. I tell you, I tell people if you're gonna try to troll, be funny. You should try to be funny. Some of y'all really need to go to an open mic. Why does everybody believe that they're comical? Oh, I have no limits on anyone. Anyone can get timed out. Anyone. The same way how I'm going to drop a whole stream, but just out of no reason. Anyone can get a timeout. I can just take a fucking break and just end the fucking stream. No one has privileges. Even if you live here in the US, I always have to remind people like this is a private company. No one has free speech. And I keep telling you also, Con, I'm not a sound expert. You can keep saying all that extra shit. I'm not gonna be sitting there go, I'm not a sound engineer. You can say all this shit all the time. It's the gate, it's this, it's that. But I'm not a sound engineer. I'm not a sound engineer. You can say this shit all the time. Look. I swear. Trying me all the time. Yep. Now I got. Again, folks, we're in Q3. We're on the fuck around and find out edition. I don't know why people think they're this special. Doesn't matter where you come from. Doesn't matter where you think you know anyone from. If you're terrible at your job, there are consequences in the world. Oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, believe it. Doesn't matter where I know you from, how far, but like Q2 was we don't have to suffer anyone. We had a whole fuck around and whole find out thing on it. Now you can sit there and sit back for 24 hours. Have you been drinking? Now, here's the truth of the matter. He wants so bad. Anshawnary is actually one of those people that just love to see people drinking because they want to see somebody crash out. Even though, by the way, no one has ever caught me on camera ever crashing out. Let's just have a conversation about that real quick. Especially for you guys who just like to generalize words. Because words mean things. The dictionary is there for a reason. The thesaurus is there for a reason. We have multiple versions of fucking dictionaries out in the world. Just because anyone has a disagreement with you doesn't mean it's a crash out. I can't stand the fact that we are dumbing down the English language to such a degree that we have to make everything one thing. If I just say, I don't like your pants, you're crashing out. No, you're a dumbass. That's what you are. Sorry if I like to actually try to preserve the English language. Words have meanings. We can't just have a word that means everything. You're hungry, but you ain't eat, you're crashing out. You disagree with somebody, you're crashing out. You don't want to eat what they want to eat, you're crashing out. We need to stop this bullshit. And I've been had my rules from the very beginning. If you're going to troll, you should be fucking good at it. I should see it as funny. A really good troll will have you laughing. I've had plenty of trolls say shit, and not even I gotta laugh at it. I'm like, yo, that's actually pretty fucking good. Most of you guys just think being an asshole makes you funny. And I say, try it at open mic. A lot of you guys be failing. Take it to an open mic. Try it. If you was really as funny, for instance, if you say, I'm funny to all my friends, if you have to say that you're funny, you're not funny. Comedians don't walk around saying that they're funny. Let me just state it again for you. Comedians don't walk around saying that they're funny and they're hilarious. So try your material in an open mic, get booed off the stage, and then work on your material. Just that simple. But no one has free reign to do anything anywhere they go. You can get timed out the same way how you're in the street. You can get punched in the mouth. I don't know why people, and we can do a whole fucking episode just on that, why people think that they are special. Nobody's special. Nobody. Especially if you haven't done shit. You're not special. If it's not out there for everybody to see, you're not special. So even when I have to talk about the whole idea of people not being held accountable, it's because you can't do it. And the funny part is that Ron even just failed on that. Because I just said, I can hold people accountable by timing them out. Said it earlier before he started his shit. I did say it. I can do that. But I also say, you guys as the host, you'll sit there and you'll keep dealing with people. And I don't think that we do enough shit. And this is why I also have a problem with, quote, YouTube. Because they'll have shit written in their policies and they don't act upon it. Where's the accountability? Where is the accountability? I look at the terms and conditions and I look at the things into the harassment, and even they don't do their job. So where's the accountability? I don't think that you should just have to deal with people for the sake of dealing with them. Period. You have a choice in this world. I don't know where it is, whether online or even in the real world, that someone told you you don't have a choice to do things, but you do. Everything comes with a choice in this world. And you got to take it. It is what it is. Every time we let shit slide, we teach the next person exactly how to ride the next shit out. No repairs, no growth, no restitution. We just let shit fly. And I think if you guys want to sit there and say, especially if you guys will get in a tizzy about how other people do shit, then I turn around and say, you should be doing something about it. But most of you don't. You sit there waiting for somebody else to do the job that you, quite frankly, you contribute to. If you can walk away from something, if you can walk away from a mistake for richer, for famous, just to get more followers, you weren't punished. You'll be promoted. You were promoted. You're not punished. We have created a reward system for bad behavior. It's not face the music. It's drop the remix. And until changes actually take place, the only lessons learned is how to monetize shit when you get caught. This is really what it is. If we want accountability, if we claim that we want accountability to mean something again, online as well as offline, it has to mean more than weakened peace of mind. It has to change access. It has to shift opportunities. It has to repair what is broken. I mean, otherwise, you're not being held responsible. You're just starring in basically a short-lived drama on the internet. And unless you choose on being the bad guy, because those are the only people that really last long, you'll be easily forgotten. I'm trying to remember what it is. I think the scene that I thought about right now. I think the scene is from Shutter Island, and it was like, I think that the words were, "Would you rather live as the bad guy, or would you rather die? Would you rather die as the bad guy, or would you rather die as the good guy, as a good guy?" Because here's the truth of the matter: if you are a bad guy, you're going to be remembered for a long time. Good men are forgotten fast. Bad guys are remembered for history. I want you guys to think about that for a moment. Bad guys are remembered throughout history. Good guys are easily forgotten. If you are a good man, listen, if you are a good man in a relationship, when she finds the next guy, you will be forgotten. But if you are her most toxic ex, she will remember you for the rest of her life. Most people can tell me and turn around and say they can remember who was the kid that bullied them the most in school. But if you can try to ask me who are all the people that were really nice to me, you can't remember them. You can't really remember them. The people who present the most amount of turmoil, who promote the most amount of challenge to you, these are the people that you remember. You say how iconic the person was rather than good or bad. Okay, cool. For as long as we know, Hitler will be remembered. Stalin will be remembered. Mao from China will be remembered. Who were the people that went up against them? Who were the heroes of their time? Can you think of them? Might take you a moment. There's a reason for that. Even Putin said this. He's not worried about the United States because why? He has sat through several of our presidents. There's too much inconsistency between ideas for him to be worried. Putin said that. And I have to agree, because the one constant is him. He's the constant. I can't disagree with that. He wasn't a good guy. I'm sorry, he was a good guy. That's why he was forgotten. He was a good guy. Nobody cares about Hirohito. He's gone. He wasn't a tyrant. He was known as a really good emperor, by the way. But a tyrant? No. That's not under his belt. I'm trying to remember who's the one, because I've got a few I got a few Chinese dynasties under my name. I don't remember which one it was, and it's never really been an emperor per se, but rather the interim until the emperor comes up. Those are the people who has been like the biggest tyrants. There's one I'm thinking about, but I've got a few names in my head. But there was one that he put like a few people in his court to death just to hold his position. I can't remember who it was. Did it? Actually, let me look that up. I don't want to say that wrong. It may have. It may or may not have. Let's see. Let us see if there's anything to that. Quick search. Let's look. Let's see. That was during World War II. It was led by no, look, it was a Chinese operation, South China, South Asia. Let's see. Let's see. That's the effects. They're all talking about Chinese civilians. It doesn't mention Japan. It was chemical warfare that was reached until the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II. It doesn't necessarily say that it was the Japanese that did it. I have the Chinese. Mainly the casualties were mainly Chinese civilians. There were some Russians, even Koreans. I don't really have Japanese in that though. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not seeing enough information to actually say that it was them. Because I know that the Japanese actually went to war with China. That's why I'm holding up. I'm trying to give a little bit of credence to that because I know that they absolutely did so. Okay. Oh well, yeah. That I agree, Samuel. That I absolutely agree. Okay, let me go here. Check this out. Biological warfare, chemical warfare. Okay, that's definitely a okay. So the general was Japanese for sure. Okay, so I see what you're saying. The general was absolutely Japanese. He was a strong supporter of the Japanese military. He infected prisoners with deadly diseases. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. But I have the general being that. I don't see that. The military detachment, the Como detachment. Yeah, I don't see that being under the actual ruler of that time, but I see it under the highest generals and teams, and rather yeah, teams that were doing it. I may just have to give that to you because I'm not finding enough information on who was the top person. Right now, everything just gets stuck to the military. I need to find out who exactly was. Trying to figure out who was the emperor during that time. That's what I'm not being told. I'm just being told who was like the top generals, who were the teams that ran in, what units ran in, where they went to, the base of Xingji. And that started from 1940, but I don't see who was in charge during that time. You might be right, but I don't see it right now. They're really focused on all the who, where, and what that's what they call it. I don't really see who was in charge. It's really just focused on the experiments, the prisoners, the victims, the post war accountability. Oh, yeah. I listen. I don't mind looking at stuff like that. So yeah, you actually caught me in an area that I'm very interested in. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. We're talking about accountability. Yeah, to the people online, I'm talking about accountability. And shit, what was I saying just a moment ago? I kind of got into that too. Shit. But what I was basically saying is that if you can't find a way to hold people accountable, all your efforts are basically they're short lived. They're short lived. Let's be honest, and based on the things that we've even seen in a lot of different areas here, you guys are not really interested in accountability. You just want as much propaganda, really what it is, online propaganda. You want to be told what you should be interested in, which is why I think it gets very easy for you to fall into drama because you could just be. We're at a point right now, and I was talking about this with somebody. It was after a stream. I don't know if it was the last stream. Probably wasn't. Probably a stream before that. Whatever. And I had a conversation, especially to, and I'm going to say this to you guys. You guys, and when I say you guys, I mean you men. The same way how we will talk about women who are interested in stupid ass shows like Basketball Wives, Real Housewives, whatever other wives, Real Housewives of Atlanta and everything. You guys treat these debate panels, these political panels, anything that has other men just yelling at each other. That's your reality shows. Your housewives to that. I'm gonna let that shit linger for a moment. You are fucking housewives to that. That's your idea of drama. And you love it. You're housewives. You're no different from the women that you chastise. I get bored. I can't bother watching it. I have to walk away just to save my own sanity. But I will see a lot of you mofos day in and day out. Did you see what's going on here? And did you catch them with it? I can't bother. I believe in preserving my sanity. That's not to say that everybody else does. Some of you guys like to just see the same old shit day in and day out. You got no problem with eating chicken and chicken only. But when those same people also say something stupid, say something reckless, do something reckless, you don't hold them accountable. Because you're too much of a fanboy to do so. Unless they attack you personally, you don't care who they scream, cuss, spit at. You're no different from the people that you chastise. And then you say you want a better world. How when you can't be a better person yourself? Let's let that sit there for a moment. Oh, I know this is not a comfortable episode. It's not. It's not comfortable at all. But it needs to be said. I am a person who just likes to watch people, watch how they move, watch. That's all I do. Human observation is what I look at. And since I can't really get much on facial expression, whatever, I have to watch your movements. I have to watch what you say while you're sitting there in chats. And these are the things that I see on a continuous basis. A lot of you guys move like women, but you'll get mad or you'll join these conversations about women. And I go, isn't this interesting? Because you'll say this, and that, but then you'll do exactly the same thing. In fact, I will say there's at least one or two women that I've definitely seen in your chats who troll better than you do. Not even a fan of them, by the way, but they still troll better than you do. Might even annoy my soul from time to time, but still trolls better than you. Because at least when they do it, even I have to sit back and go, oh, Lord, but I find it humorous. By the way, feel pretty good about it, by the way, because she doesn't really sneak up into my area. I'm a little too educational, and I don't do the whole dick and pussy thing. But for one of them will be pretty much sugar bum, shiesty bum, whatever the fuck bum that she wants to put a bum, bitch bum, whatever bum that she wants to put up, whatever way she wants to put herself up as. She is a good example of a troll. She trolls very well. I can find this shit to be humorous. There's a little bit of thought into it. Knows exactly who to point out, where to point out. I find it interesting. Says shit on a comedic aspect, not on the shit to try to just be an asshole. Musty Bum, is that her new name now? I don't know. It might be. I don't know. The point stands is that that's an example of a classic troll. And even most of the guys who I happen to see are not good at that. Something that I see a woman doing that plain woman, because I've never seen actual shiesty, shitty, busty, musty, whatever bum. Booger bum. Yeah, you said booger bum. Fine, whatever. Whatever bum that they decide to be that time, there's still a better troll than I see the majority of guys that I see. Not even gonna lie. Still a better troll. End of the day. End of the day. Still see them as a pretty good troll. Not many people are capable of doing that. Not many people are actually good at being an effective troll. Most people just say, well, I got this name, and because no one really knows who I am, I'm just going to be a dick and just say all kind of wild shit. And I think it's funny because I'm just pointing them out. And it's never funny. Never in funny. It's never in. Because a good troll had you engaged. A good troll will even if they're shitting on the host, will have the host engaged. A lot of you guys fail at this because you fail at humor. You just do shit to try to antagonize. You don't understand humor. A good troll understands humor. You should take, as much as some of y'all might not even agree with a person like whatever bum, whatever they name decide to be, you can learn so much from that person because they understand humor. That's a trait that's not easily taught, by the way. That means they had somebody, either they might have like siblings, like they might have funny family members, like people who just rag on each other all the time. Like they grew up in an environment like that, so that it becomes natural to them. So as much as even I'm like, oh, it's so annoying, and the only reason why I say annoying is because it's mainly just based on dick and pussy conversations, to be honest with you. But even when I see it, I go, that's actually pretty funny. I'm so tired of the conversation, but the thing of what they said, I find humorous. And I think a lot of you guys fail at that. And I wish I find that, and to be honest with you, I wish I found that more in women, even in my chat. I wish I found that more. Which kind of falls into the stereotype of saying that women are not really good at comedy. Sucks. Sorry, ladies. Sucks. But I will appreciate a woman even if she's just being a troll, I will appreciate when I see something as actual, genuine humor. Because I don't get that everywhere I get to go. So even if I find it annoying, I will appreciate the humor. I will appreciate the gesture. I will appreciate the thought and effort, the quick wit. Most of you guys don't have quick wit. You just think that if you just say something outlandish, it means that you're great, and you're not. It's just like, really? This is what you can do. You're not great. You're just annoying. And being a troll is not simply about just being annoying. And I think you lose that. You lose real quickly. Good trolls have pointed out facts or have pointed out shit where I'm like, God damn. Like, can't even say shit. I can't even say shit because what you just said was facts. Even if it's against me, it's facts. Fucking just laugh at it. It's not about just what they would want you to be. It's about pointing out what actually is and why it's funny from you or even the people that they're talking about. And most of you guys don't get it. Most of you guys don't get it. So I have to appreciate particular people. I almost thought about another person, but now as I'm evaluating it right now, probably not so much. So it might just stick on taking your name, bum. It might just fall on that person. As a woman, it might just fall on that person. The other person I was thinking about it, but I was like, no, they're a little too woman centric. So I have to reevaluate how I feel about it. As being a troll, that is. But when I even see you guys trying to troll, I'm like, it sucks. It really sucks. You know, he's the person who I know who does a decent amount of trolling. And actually, he's pretty decent at it. Angry Snowman. Angry Snowman did a good amount of trolling. He's decent at trolling. Another person who was really good at trolling, take it for how you will, even though you probably didn't see him all the time, was Joshua Jones. He was good at trolling. He knew how he trolled the shit out of me for sure, and I could find it funny. Another person who's actually pretty good at trolling is Uncle Tom. Oh my, L.A. Wilkes. He absolutely will troll. Funny, humorous. Most of y'all don't get that. Y'all try, but y'all be failing. You just don't know how to put that pizzazz. You just don't know how to put that effort into it to make it so the troll can really say something that can be true, that can get you mad, but you can still laugh at it too. And most of y'all are just not good at it. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Hey, even if he's the victim of it, he doesn't run from it. He doesn't run from it. He may even get pissed, but he doesn't run from it. And LA has trolled me, and I've been like, yo, this motherfucker here. But I also am like, I'm laughing too, like this motherfucker here. Like, really? Like, it's hard. It's hard. The saying, like, it's hard to find good help. It's hard to find a good troll nowadays. So when I see somebody who's trolling, even if I don't like them, I appreciate them. Most people are not good at it. They just think, I'm going to be a dick. I'm going to be an asshole. I'm just going to try to incite. You're not going to get me angry because why? I have the power to just drop you. A good troll, I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to keep you there. You're good. That's my rule. If you're going to be a troll, be good at it. That's part of my rules. Like, most of y'all just try to be dicks and you think that you're being funny. You remind me of if you're old enough and you remember the Nickelodeon show Doug, you're Roger Klotz. You make jokes and you crack shit on Doug, but you're the only person laughing at your own jokes. He got a whole gang group around him, but Roger cracks jokes on Doug, but he's the only one laughing. Even his own crew doesn't laugh. The jokes are only funny to him. No one else laughs. And that be a lot of you motherfuckers. This is why I say take your shit to the open mic. You got to try your material out. Because if you say to me that everybody who you're around, I'm funny, you're not funny. Because comedians don't say that they're funny. If I'm an accountant, I don't turn around and say my math skills is great. I just prove it. You know why we're tough? Because we chastise those we love. As much as you say that we are tough on him, he is tough on us. And I respect him for it. I may not always agree, but I respect him. In the day. And I think that's something a lot of people don't really understand in this space. If I don't like you, then we are odds. And I'm like, no, I can disagree with you and respect you. And I think a lot of people on the internet have that problem. They can't walk and chew gum at the same time. We are so debilitating as human beings. Even being online. I can't disagree with a motherfucker but respect him. It's so debilitating. Yeah, but let's just say when LA is not live and he goes into other people's chats or he goes into other people's platforms, the motherfucker can be funny and he trolls very well. So we're not just talking about when he goes live. Watch him when he's on other people's platforms. Watch him when he's in other people's chats. He does good trolling too. You can't just talk about when you sitting there on your fucking ass watching him. Just study how he is all around. Not just when you think you're being entertained. If you really pay attention to it, then you will see it. But most of y'all don't see the people who sitting behind the camera anything more than a host. Because you're not paying attention to them when they're everywhere else. That's another call out for today. You don't see creators outside of just being host. And I've done plenty of platforms where I've been on other people's shit. Well, before I even started my own platform, I've been on multiple people's shows, multiple people's panelists. Well, before I even did my whole shit, even started as opinionated. Even while I've been doing my show, I still go to other people's shit. I've slowed down dramatically, especially as of 2025, but it's still a thing. I've jumped on many people's platforms. And the only reason why I even don't jump up on camera per se is because, not for nothing, most panels I happen to go to don't really have motherfuckers that's willing to be on camera. They all think that they're so special, they're so important that somebody's looking for them that they don't get on. That's me throwing shade, by the way. That's me throwing shade. They think they're so important, that they're so special, that they don't ever get on camera because they're afraid that the moment they do so, someone knows them, their grandma gonna be upset, their wife gonna leave them, the children gonna disown them, their children is gonna disown them. That's just me throwing a little bit of shade out there. But a lot of panels that I get on are not held by people who want to be on camera or I'll just say bold enough to be on camera. It is what it is. Not for nothing. You can be a faceless show and get some good engagement by people who are already doing well above you. But if you really want to be able to rise above the ranks, you gotta get some risk. The idea of thinking that you're going to be a show, a platform, a host of a channel, and you're going to become super popular, that you're going to have millions and you're faceless. Name me somebody. Nate, I might be wrong. Hey, folks, you guys are watching. Nate, give me a faceless content creator who has millions of dollars, who is not a VTuber. Because VTubers are not the same. Just a speech bubble, just an avatar speech bubble that has millions of subscribers. Thousands, not even millions, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. That's not a VTuber. Can you give me one? I've done the metrics. I've done the looking up for it. Show me somebody. I hear you, Linda, but I'm one of the few people who's actually seen Josh on camera. By the way, on camera, live. He may have had a part of his face covered up, but I've actually seen him on camera live. And then outside of that, off camera, I've actually seen his actual face. Most people can't say that. You said non-existent? Hey. And here's the fun part about it, folks. As much as I don't like to admit it, there are a couple of VTubers, and I say a couple, I mean two. There are a couple of VTubers that I like watching because they're just fucking funny. Not because of the VTuber characters, but because the person who plays the VTuber characters, they're so fucking funny. They're hilarious. They are hilarious. Like they have their energy is just ridiculous. Like their energy is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. There's only like two people. That's it. Outside of that, I can't watch them. If I just need to see a VTuber, I can just watch fucking anime. I get it. That's how I feel for the most part. But when I tell you that if you look up the VTuber market, it blows panels out the water. The VTuber market blows panels out the water. If you guys think that panels are the things that are doing things in these fucking YouTube streams, you are lost. You are done. You are fried. You are cooked. VTubers kill you guys. Compared to what you think panels bring in terms of viewership, VTubers kill the market. Kill the motherfucking market. Stomp it out. Stomp the whole flame out. Panels don't do shit compared to what VTubers do. Sad but true. VTubers are killing the YouTube game. It has nothing to do with Donald Trump at all. They could talk about Trump if they want to, but VTubers have nothing to do with politics. I am sipping Foster. So you got a problem with it? I've sipped Fosters for how long have you been watching me? If you don't like the fact that I sip Fosters, because you can donate money and you tell me what the hell you think I should be drinking. So I can drink your pissy ass fucking drink. So I can critique your pissy ass favorite drink. Watch some of you tell me it's probably because some girly shit with a fucking umbrella. I said what I said. And here's my other thing. Fuck is you to tell me what I can and cannot drink. You don't pay my bills. You don't. Last I remember, it's my finger that hits go live. It's not yours. It's my finger that hits go live. It's me that's on the mic. I drop a whole fucking link and you guys never pop up. The fuck? What the fuck are we doing here? But now all of a sudden, y'all want to watch what the fuck I drink? How about this? How about y'all donate some money and I'll take my ass to the gym? How about y'all pay me to go to the gym? I'll even record the shit. We get some gym life shit going on. Blah, 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 blah. I'll even get me a fucking trainer and everything. Oh, no. We can't have that. We just rather you fucking sitting there drinking. I drink because why? I feel relaxed when I'm fucking drinking. But you're not going to tell me what I can and cannot drink, especially when you don't contribute to it. This is the shit I'm talking about. Thinking that you have more power than you do. I'm the one that clicks live. I'm the one that comes up with the topics. Because I give you guys the opportunity to come up with shit. And people mainly don't come to me and drop shit in my fucking inbox and tell me what they want to talk about. They don't do it. Yeah, I don't do it. And here's the funny part about it. With all my drinking, you have never once seen me buzz out, spaz out, fucking live. And yet y'all say the dumb shit like, oh, Tesla. Here's my thing. Why are you on my dick to see Tesla so badly? Let's show as a grown ass man, let's just say this. As a grown ass man, why are you so fiending to see me drink so much that you would see me try to crash out? Because I just finished talking about this earlier. You're only interested in dysfunction. You're very nasty and terrible as trolls. And you do this as a living because why? This is like Real Housewives for you guys. And as grown men, I'm a little ashamed. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a bit ashamed. Because even when I did my whole Tesla stream last time, motherfucker wasn't drunk. Motherfucker, you never catch a motherfucker drunk on live. But yeah, can't wait. Can't wait. And you never see it. You've never seen it, but you can't wait. And never, no promises of that. You never catch me. I've had 2 streams coming by on YouTube since I've been doing this thing, both my birthdays. I don't even do birthday drinking streams, unlike my counterparts. You never even catch me drinking on my streams. You never see me do a birthday stream of me getting lit and asking you guys to drop me fucking money so I could sit there and look crazy pounding 9 shots. Never happened. You've never seen me without my integrity. And yet somehow you guys think, well, yeah, we gonna get Tesla and he gonna be so lit. Never seen it. Never seen it. But you're fiending to, you're hoping, you're like, you know what you guys are like? You guys are like the Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson football concert. You are fiending so badly for one day that you get to see Janet Jackson's nipples because you never saw them before. You are fiending to see Janet's nipples the same way you're fiending to see me spaz the fuck out online. You're so desperate. And I'm like, as and I'm going to say this because I hate this line, as a man, that's sad. No, you can't tell me that you're here for critical thinking if you're sitting there talking about, I can't wait to see Tesla. I can't wait to see how much he's drinking because calling out what I'm drinking. And you can't. He just did. By the way, you're late, Orthodox, because I said this almost a half an hour ago. Look, why are you crashing out? Anything that they find as disagreement, anything you find as a disagreement whatsoever is crashing out. No one's spazzing, no one's doing whatever. I'm calling people out and they call it crashing out. Here's the problem with the English language that's dying. Everything is generalized. Everything. Nothing means what it means anymore. Nothing means what it means anymore. The English language is dying because everything will be whatever they want it to be, not what it actually is. If I say, nope, fuck you, I'm not going to do that thing. Rest is crashing out. I disagree. He's crashing out. He disagrees. Oh, okay, cool. Sorry that when you get on your shows and your platforms, the places that you go to, they just totally suck the dick of everybody who's in the chat. I ain't doing that. I don't do it. No, I don't need to read the rest of it because I just went through something earlier. I'm making a point. Because even on this show and other people's platforms as well, when I was on their panel, they did the same shit. And I'm going, you guys need fucking perspective. I appreciate you though. I appreciate you, Orthodox. This is not shitting on you or anything. I'm just saying, like, I had literally had to cover this even earlier because people do this. So it's not a personal thing on you or anything. I literally said it earlier. Oh, the people crashing out. Anyone who disagrees about anything, you disagree about your shoelaces being tied, motherfucker crashing out. I think it's raining today. Well, I think it's not gonna rain all day, but I think it is. You crashing out. Like, muff, calm the fuck down. Calm the fuck down. What I would love to know is that why in over a year and a half of Watch Me content, you've never seen me ever online sleep. You never actually see me online drunk, but can't wait. Why do you think in over all this time you've never seen it? You should be thinking about that instead of praying, getting your dick hard, waiting for it to happen. Getting your hopes up, waiting for it to happen. You should be asking yourself, why is it hasn't happened till now? I've been watching this guy for a while. It never happened. Why is it never happened? I've been praying for it to happen. Ooh, I can't wait to see Tesla out. You've seen Tesla. You've seen many Tesla streams. You've never seen a motherfucker lit out of his fucking mind. I've done birthday streams. You've never seen a motherfucker lit out of his fucking mind. I've done countless streams. You've never seen a motherfucker lit out of his fucking mind. And yet, still, like chasing after Janet Jackson's nipples, you can't wait. No, I got Orthodox. I got that. I'm pointing out to the motherfuckers that just don't get it. I'm chastising them because they do the same shit all the time and they get no results, and yet they keep begging. That's really what it is. It's internally begging. Speaking of begging, hey Alexandria, what's going on? Where you been at? You've been very, very, very distant. Did I do something wrong to you? Why you been very distant? Hey, listen. At least you admit it. At least you admit it, no chaser. At least you admit it. At least you admit it. And listen, my guy, at least you said it, all right? At least you said it. God damn it. At least one of you said it. You said you've been busy? Haven't we all? I thought I did something wrong. I ain't switch up. I am appreciating somebody who I haven't seen in a while. Yeah, I guess so. You say you just want to see people fail, and yeah, yeah. Here's my thing, and this is how I guess you could say I did a whole little monologue thing earlier when I was talking about this. It's the aspect of when we're exposing people a little bit, we believe that we're holding them accountable. Are you? How? In what way? If there were no consequences for them, how are you holding them accountable? And I talked about things in reference to that. You're not doing a damn thing. You haven't done a damn thing. Oh, I stay away from MLKs. I stay away from Malcolm X boulevards. I stay away from those streets. This is one reason you'll never catch me moving to Harlem ever. I stay away from. I have a thing where I stay away from just too many people who look like me. Too many people who have. I need diversity. I would rather be in a neighborhood where I stand out as being the Negro than being surrounded by a bunch of Negroes in a bad neighborhood. Make that context, in a bad neighborhood. I'd rather be the one off. Like, oh look at them sneakers moving down the block, and then they find out like, oh look, she's cool. Oh shit, she cooks great. It's better than my Aunt Josephine. Holy shit. But to be around a whole bunch of people that just want to do nigga shit, and no, I don't. No. By the way, I've lived in Harlem. I've lived in areas full of nothing, but West Indians. I've lived in a lot of different areas surrounded by black people. I realized when I moved out and I finally moved to an area that was very mixed. I got Asians next to me. I got Mexicans next to me. I got white people next to me. And I'm good. I'm good. Ain't nobody trying to bum shit off of me. Ain't nobody asking me for extra shit. Ain't nobody trying to be on no racist blackity black talk with me. They're just people. They're not trying to put forth a clique or a gang. They're not trying to say it's us versus them. They don't do it. They see me as an individual and not a color first. I would like to know that I am seen as a person, not just a shade, not just a shade of color. This is why I even did my streams, folks. I'm American first. I'm American first. I got Hispanics that are next to me that are great Americans, Asian people, white people. There are black people. There's a couple of doors. I even got some Muslims, Arabs, not too far from me. Cool people. No bullshit. No shit. I don't have Indian people. I don't see Indian people in my area, but the rest of the people, they're fine. I don't need to be surrounded by my own kind to feel like I belong. Like, no, because when I've been in those areas, not for nothing, these were the areas where I had knives at my throat, where I had guns pointed in my face, where I had to tell niggas to move out the way because they were standing on the fucking corner or standing in front of the fucking bodega or standing in the front of my fucking apartment building. I don't deal with none of that now. I don't have to feel like I have to move to the herd of people, get somewhere. Doesn't matter, dot or feather. And I've never seen a feather in large. I'm in New York City. There's no feathers in my area. We don't have reservations out here like that. Even though we do have a casino now. We do have a casino now, but it's not on reservation land. So mainly they're dots. I'm just not interested in it. I don't want people saying, we gotta sit together. Why? It's us versus them. It's us. They don't give me no problem. What are you talking about? These motherfuckers is just at my door asking me, yo, I saw you struggling with that. Let me help you pick that up. And they didn't want to ask me for no money afterwards. Can I get a beer? Can I get $5? Can I get after help me up? No, they just helped me up. They just helped me lift up. Like I had Arabs, and Spanish people, Latinos, help me move a French door fridge into my apartment. Didn't ask me a dime. Just saw me have that. I said, oh shit, how you gonna get? I said, I don't know. I'm gonna figure this shit out. Say, yo, give me a moment. Motherfucker just went into his house, came back out with work gloves, and I was like, nah, you got. I'll figure it out. I'll just break the whole shit apart. He's like, no. Hey, more hands. I looked at him. He said, more hands. The other neighbor saw it. He said, shit. He came out too. More hands. And we got that bitch in there. I can't expect that in many places that I would have been at. I'm just gonna keep it a fact. In my history, that's not the general consensus of me being surrounded by a bunch of black people. If anything, be looking at me, something like, yeah, let me know how that turned out. Tell me how that shit turned out. They're not. No questions asked, just more hands. Didn't ask me for a dime. Yo, let me give you something. No, don't insult me. I just want to help you out, neighbors. The whole pay it forward shit. I'm like, all right, bet. Listen, I came home. I came home. I smelled a whole bunch of gas. I was like, yo, I was waking my chick up. I was like, she was asleep. I was like, babe, wake up. I was like, yo, you smell that gas? She's like, oh, I didn't smell it. I said, oh, wait. I'm texting my neighbors, yo, you smell this gas going on? I don't know if there's a leak or whatever, because I know MTA is working not too far along. They said, no. We're cooking in our backyard. We're using our gas grill. I said, oh, shit. My bad. So no, thanks for letting us know. Feel free to come over when you feel like it. I was like, I mean, I might swing by because I believe that building rapport with everybody is the best thing. I came by for a moment. I made sure I brought my 12. I brought six packs or whatever. And we chilled, we talked. I watched, getting to know people. They started breaking out music. People was dancing, whatever. Oh, do you dance? Do you dance? I was like, hey, chill. I just want to make sure I'm trying to be State Farm. Like a good neighbor, I must stay over there. Like, I'm just trying to, hey, don't try to pull me in. Y'all don't want my girl like looking out the fucking window and she be like, you want for a second and you're already messing with these heifers. I want these ribs. I'm just taking a look at this chicken. Like, me, and I got some beer and I'm gonna leave. Because we neighbors. Because we neighbors. Because we neighbors. That's all. So no, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to do the extra with anybody else who's not going to do anything for me. It's not. I'm a person who I believe in people investing first. That's just strictly what it is. I'm at a point where I've been burned way too much by people. I'm like, I need you to invest. I need you to show that you're somewhat interested. Me doing good deeds. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Like when I think when people look at me, they just think, oh, he gonna do a good deed because black people is Christians. I'm not one of them. I ain't one of them. Don't think I'm out here trying to get collection stamps for the Heavenly Express. I'm looking at you. You gonna help me with this? Are you asking me? Like, because I hear no please or nothing, motherfucker. That's about how I feel. I'm gonna watch you. Closed mouths don't get fed. I'm not gonna lie. But to say that I actually have neighbors that will turn around and be like, hey, if you need anything, blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, let me get your number, blah, blah, blah. I had a person to reach out to me on this phone today. Turn around and say, hey, by the way, did you get your package? I did. Why? Oh, because someone ran up and they stole our package, and I don't know if I stole extra stuff, and I don't know if your package got stolen as well. But they took it off of my patio, off of my porch, and I said, "Oh shit, they did." Well, no, it has nothing to do with me. Like I'm on the next door down. Because sometimes like the landlord, the mail people don't give a shit. They're like, it's one of these, and they just kind of just toss the fucking mail, whatever, the packages, whatever. So sometimes I'll get shit from the other neighbors, and sometimes, and they're like, oh, did anyone? No, they didn't take none of my shit. And they're like, oh, okay, well, thank you. Well, by the way, I caught the person on camera. They sure did. I'm gonna send it to you, and they sure sent me the person on camera. His fat, bald-headed ass. I got him on camera. I got him on my phone. Stacked by CEOs in the building. What's good, LA? What's good? I be telling people. So I be good. And I know people might feel, oh, I don't believe that you feel that way about it. Yep. Yeah, I do. And I don't feel bad about it. No, I don't have any. Oh, actually, I was about to say I don't have any white neighbors, but that's not true. A couple of months ago, I want to say like 2 months ago, I do have white neighbors. I don't know if I haven't seen them for a while, to be honest with you. So I do have some white neighbors that are a couple of doors down, but I haven't seen them in a while, so I don't know if they're still there. Most of my neighbors are Hispanic, I do have black neighbors next door to me. I have Hispanic neighbors that are next door to me as well. I've got Asian, but they're way down the block. I've got Arabs that are like somewhere close to the middle of the block. So yeah, but the white people, they're not really like, they're tenants. Like they don't have like, they're tenants, but they're like, I haven't seen them in a while. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them in a good while. I want to say I haven't seen them in about a month, but I've been very busy at work, so that's why I probably haven't seen them as well. Oh, whoa! First of all, you said that the detective work. I don't know how much detective work they doing because literally, I can tell they were woke as fuck. They were woke as fuck. And let me tell you why I say they was woke as fuck. I'm not gonna say their names. I'm thinking about it right now as a saying. But the first time I met them, she's like, "Hi, and this is my partner." And I'm looking at him and I'm going, mm. And I look at her and I go, mm. And the next time I saw them, she was like, "Hi, I forgot what your name is." I said, "I didn't forget your name. Your name is." She said, "Yes." And I said, "Yeah, I know. It wasn't that long ago. It was like a week or so ago." And she was like, "Oh, we've definitely got to get to know each other a little bit more often." I was like, "Why?" And keep in mind, I was outside just waiting for food. And I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Because you're my neighbor." And I'm just thinking like, okay. I kind of wanted to leave that alone. But I haven't seen them for a while. But I want to say I saw them maybe about a week or so before I started my new job. And I've been busy ever since. Because I guess I would see them maybe if they were like doing a food run or whatever. But since I haven't really been home, it is what it is. Um, I doubt that they're very good at the detective work because the thing about the detective work when it comes to white people is that they have to have an inside network, which means that there are other people that they need to commune with. And I don't really see them being the people that really talk to other people because they seem like they're left out. I don't see them reaching out to the Latinas and Latinos for information the same way how I don't see them reaching out to the black people next to them for information. I just don't see it. I probably, I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I just know I'm just like, what was that about? I don't know. Uh, I mean, I've been there. I'm not gonna say anything. You never know. They might see my stream one day by accident. Who knows? I got nothing bad to say. That's going to be my story. Stick to it. I don't know enough about you both. Sure, you're a lovely partnership. Everything is great. Appreciate you both. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. I just know I'm gonna keep my dwellings very much drama free. That's it. Drama free. I think that is the safest route to go. Whether she wants whether she's looking for someone to be a bull or not, it's not my thing. It's not my thing to really say to her. Since I haven't seen them for a while. I don't even know if they're still there or not. Because I got brand new neighbors that moved in and they've been doing a lot of construction in the house. I'm like, yo, they are doing a lot of construction. I'm like, yo, you hear all that noise? I mean, they were knocking down walls. They did more than knock down walls. They created an entire new fucking rooms. Like not within the, like they literally extended the house out. Like they got money. They extended the materials to build out. They built their house out further than what it was. They actually totally renovated. Like they broke down the walls that were actually outside walls to build shit out further. I'm like, got my respect. Most people don't pay that kind of money. Not in New York. Not in New York City. So I was like, wow, you plan on being here for the long run. You plan on staying here. I was like, you got my respect for sure. For sure, you got that. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what was that? Let me see this. Hold up. Where's my? Uh, hold up. It was something I just saw. That shit was crazy right now. Yeah, I feel like I'm kind of outdated. All that stuff that I'm doing. Somebody did something that was really interesting. I'm feeling kind of sorry about that because I kind of missed it. Someone, I'm not sure who it was, but I am so sorry that I missed it. But apparently, somewhere along the line of the week or whatever, somebody became a member, and I missed it. That's crazy because it didn't show up here, but somebody became a member. I'm not sure who it was. Uh oh. Oh shit. Resto said check your DMs. And my DMs are off on both my laptop. So let me check my phone. Actually, let me check my laptop. Check my DMs. I'm worried about what the hell this got. What you want? I'm not bringing milk. Like I don't know why you keep it. Don't, I'm not bringing strawberry milk. It's just not the thing. I'm not. It's not happening. You gonna keep waiting for milk, and I'm not bringing strawberry milk. Damn, my Discord's acting like it hasn't loaded for a while. What the fuck? Damn. This is going through a huge big update. Watch, I'm gonna go to the DM and he's gonna show me like a glass of like strawberry milk or some shit like that. All right, so what's going on here? Okay, maybe I don't remember. I haven't worked on it for like over a week, so maybe it is. Maybe it is. I haven't checked it out, so maybe it is. I don't appreciate you trying to check me out like that. All right, this is why you didn't get no strawberry milk because you got a mouth on you. Can't be doing shit like that. Oh, well, let's see if anyone else gets it. The next glass of strawberry milk and grilled cheese sandwich. I hear you. I appreciate it. I'll go take a look at it. I go take a look at it as well. Because I'll have to see which part of it was. Now you got at it. God damn it! I made that thing like weeks ago, so I don't even know what the hell it was. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, it's not it. So it's this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see it now. I see it. Okay. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. I'll definitely have to work on that. It's totally different from the original one because I got like different ones. It is what it is. It is what it is. It says no one else has noticed it. Thank you for noticing it, and no one else will. It is what it is, though. Shit. Now I gotta remember whole bunch of stuff I was doing as well, and then I gotta think about if OG is actually gonna be available tomorrow. Probably will be. I gotta think about if he's gonna be tomorrow for the DVD, and we'll have to see from there. Oh my gosh, I got so much stuff I got to worry about for this week. Well, not this week, just more than this week, this month actually. So, what are we? We're on the 9th. We're gonna be heading into the 10th. I am working on a few things for this office. For you guys who know, you guys who know, I guess I'll tell you guys or not. I am trying to renovate the office. I had a whole bunch of different setups, a whole bunch of stuff that I'm sculpting out, 3D wise, but it has not been working out when I try to see what it looks like. So I think I'm finally about to settle on a setup. So maybe sometime within either this month or moving into next month, we're gonna get a whole new office look for the stream. With that being said, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's also being worked on during this month. We will have a whole new, like I said, new layout. It will be a whole new it'll be a lot of stuff. And then even the way how I've been, because haven't really been on with you guys talking on a whole lot of shit. So I've been really thinking about how I want to structure this channel to change shit up. And I think a lot of it's going to move in a direction that I think is going to be more my speed. So not just more my speed, but also more your speed as well. And what I mean by that is that you guys don't really like to do a whole lot of thinking. I know. Hold your nuts. I just insulted you. Hold your nuts. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You don't like to do a lot of thinking. So I'm gonna have to bring some form of edutainment to you guys. Don't know how just yet, but I'm gonna bring a little bit more of myself as well as a bit of the Resla magic to what we gotta do going forward. I haven't quite figured out what exactly I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. But I think in a lot of ways, I'm going to also cut out some things, or not cut out, but I would say limit some things. And I'm going to try to figure out a way to make a lot of things moving forward. I say a lot of things because I don't know what's going to work out, what's not. I am looking for help. I just don't know where to get help from in a lot of different ways, because I'm realizing with the kind of ideas that I have, I can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. So I'm gonna be figuring it out as I get there. But I'm realizing that because I work for an employer, I don't have the amount of time that I have to dedicate to making shit happen on my own. That's just really what it is. So we'll see what happens from there. So I am looking for a lot of different stuff for this year. I'm trying to close. I already have plans to try to close shit out for this year, so that next year we are very strong. But that means it's really, for next year to be strong, it's a lot of benchmarks that I need to meet this year. And for some reason, I'm very good at what I do on my job. So they're wanting me a lot. And I'm like, oh, you guys need to calm the fuck down. They're like, why? And I'm like, I can't tell them why. Like, just calm the fuck down. Like, because you're not, I don't care. It's really what it is. I don't care. I really don't. So we'll have to figure that out. It's weird. It's weird to come down to a point where I'm like, I care more about what I do here than I do care about what I do for them. That's not to say I have a bad job or anything. It's not at all. Not at all. I actually appreciate my job. It's giving me a lot more money than I had previously. But it takes a lot of my time than I had previously. So it is what it is, though. It is what it is. With that being said, I have to really allocate a lot of my resources, a lot of my time, just to make sure that we get a good program. And I feel like that's the thing that's been diminishing over time. And it's just a matter of life. Guys, give me your thoughts on what do you think. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. For the hell of doing it. I got an hour. I got about an hour to my name. I legit only have an hour to my name. I'm gonna drop the link in the channel. I'm gonna pin it. I got an hour to my name before I really got to take off because I realized I got an early meeting and I got to be somewhere early in the morning. It's gonna be disgusting. If you guys feel the need to want to pop up, give your thoughts on some of the things I've talked about in terms of this episode. Most of you won't know what the fuck I was talking about because you're about to drop the ball. You always do. So we'll see how that turns out. Gonna be disappointed at all. And if not, that's gonna be good as well because then what I could do is I could just cut the episode good, clean and clear. And then I could just worry about editing on the back end. So I won't have to worry about anyone else who just came up to just want to show their ass and not really contribute to anything productive whatsoever. So here's your chance to make it or break it. Make it or break it. Looks like I got a little bit of time. I am going to slowly go through this. By the way, Backbot CEO, are you ever planning on going back live again? Are you going to be too busy being brilliant, sitting with your million? Think about your billion to give back a trillion. You're trying to be your brother, but your name ain't Lehman. You're going to be a bank, you be loaning out semen. You ever plan on going back live again? Or you just plan on holding out? And making sure that you give your your other half the best life she's ever had. I mean, whatever you like. I'm just saying that even before you came up, a motherfucker had to turn around and was saying that at least you're good at particular things. These motherfuckers be failing. Oh, I said it before. I said it again. Motherfuckers be failing. Oh, and if you really thought it was bad, by the way, it was so bad that I said motherfuckers was failing. I even had a timeout contrary. I'm just not interested in the circus. If you're gonna be on a stage, be on a stage. But the circus, I don't know the last time I ever went to see Ringling Brothers. So I damn for sure don't want to see any other random ass circus. Because when I time out, it ain't even for a short time. I'm just like, just go take a fucking break. Just take a fucking full seat. Groover, hat lover. Oh my gosh. Can I get some advice? Is what you asked. Please. Well, what kind of advice would you like? Wait. Well, let me before you even ask. Let me ask you a question. What makes you think I am the proper person to give you advice? What makes you think that I am the proper person to give you any advice? It's very important. Shit. He said, I seem wise. I don't know. I don't know if other people will agree with that since they screaming for Tesla. I don't know if people will really agree with that. But sure, ask you a question. We'll see what happens. What is your question? I have a feeling I'm gonna regret this. So You said, I got grounded for eating. I got grounded for eating the last toaster strudel. Did I feel bad? Should you feel bad that you got grounded? Yes. Should you feel bad that you got grounded for eating the last toaster strudel? No. Here's what I'm going to say. They should have been faster. Now, I do believe there's some more context that you're not sharing in there. Now, if you were told not to eat the last toaster strudel and you knew that and you ate it anyway, you deserved it. Now, if you just got grounded just because you ate it, no, I don't think you should feel sorry for it. You should only feel bad that you got grounded. You shouldn't feel bad that you got grounded for eating that toaster strudel unless you were told there's only one toaster strudel left. Do not eat it. That's all. If no one said shit to you and you ate it and you got grounded, they're fucking foul. So they did tell you not to eat it, but I don't think he said you don't think that you deserve to be grounded. Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to tell you. I say this to many people, even here. The world does not owe you or me understanding. If you were warned, you were given a stipulation, you were given a line in the sand, and you decided to cross it. You decided to get the frosting all in your mouth because you said that my sweet tooth will outweigh the consequences. Well, now you got the consequences. Hopefully, your consequences rest easy with the toaster strudel in your belly, because now you have to literally eat the consequences. You have to eat the consequences just like you ate that last toaster strudel. That's it. That's it. If you were warned, you were given ample warning. We used to have a thing where if you play a stupid game. I hear you. I'm sure you were. I'm sure you were hungry. I'm sure you were. But there's no food in the world that a toaster strudel is going to fill a full belly. This is not Jesus with the fish. The belly will not be full from a toaster strudel. It won't. You might be hungry, but if I had to weigh being grounded versus just eating a toaster strudel, first of all, I'm not even a fan. Me personally, I'm not a fan of toaster strudel. I would just rather eat a whole fucking Pop-Tart. But toaster strudel, Pop-Tart, whatever, boom, we're gonna go from there. But if you were warned, I would think of what could I eat that is more damaging that I could really get a good full belly off of. A toaster strudel does not come to mind. Like me eating their pint of ice cream, me eating their gallon of ice cream is better than a toaster. Me eating half the pie of their pizza is more than a small rectangle of a toaster strudel. And here's the thing, I don't even know if you even have the frosting. I just know you had the baked good. I don't even know if you had the frosting. So if you had the frosting, cool. Now you got a little bit of frosting. Was it worth you being grounded? No. But did you know it? And therefore you knew grounding could be a possibility? Yeah. So therefore, it kind of deserves it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. You said eating sugar, no papa, open wide. Hey. I don't know if he ate the whole box. I don't know. I don't know if he ate the whole. I just heard I heard the last, which means that the whole box was already somewhat empty. It was down to the last. And I don't even know. Like I never had toaster strudel, to be honest. I've seen it, but I don't know if it comes in twos like Pop-Tarts. So if it comes in twos like Pop-Tarts, that's fucked up. But anyway, like I don't know. I wonder does it really matter what flavor the strudel was? Like, I don't even know if it matters what flavor it was. So you said one reason I'm mad, though, It's because the what? Because a Splatoon tournament coming up, and I can't. You know what? He said it was Blueberry. Oh no, shit. Um, First of all, you got grounded, and you knew a tournament was coming up. You never commit deeds. You never commit bad deeds that you were warned about when you know you have something of importance coming up. Can we get an amen on that? If you know you have an important soccer game, a basketball game, football game, anything that's important to you coming up, and you were warned not to do something and you did it, you can't be mad. Because that thing that you claim is important is only important to you. It's not important to your parents who can ground you. That's why I say you gotta be smarter. You gotta be smarter. If you have things on the line, you can't do things that will jeopardize that. You have played the tournament, you can eat the fucking toaster strudel, and if they ground you, like, I don't give a fuck. We won, or we did whatever, or we lost, or I got second place, or whatever the fuck, I got the best score, whatever. But if you knew you had something coming up, and they can hold you back from it, you don't take those risks. I'm gonna make it this way. I'm gonna equate it this way. A groove caliber. I'm gonna do it this way. If you know that you're about to fight for the championship belt, you know what they say? No fucking your bitch. We don't want you distracted. We don't want you low testosterone. We don't want you fucking. You gotta hold your nut in so that you can put out all the explosive anger in the ring. This is what they say. Don't fuck your bitch. Because you're not going to have that same amount of explosive power. Same thing. You gave up your leverage when you decided to put your toaster strudel stomach ahead of the mission. It's just that. It's that. It's just that. I listen. I knew a guy who said this to me. This was when I was in high school. He said, "What would you rather do? Fuck the local whore of the school, or fuck the prom queen?" See, the whore, you don't know what you're getting, but you know it's gonna be possibly a good time. But the prom queen, you only get a notoriety of fucking the prom queen. You don't know what she's gonna be like. She could be a dry fuck. She could be a dry starfish fuck. Which would you rather have? The whore that you know has been tested, she might be able to give you the best, or the uncontested, possibly desert, because she could be. If you ever fucked a pillow princess, you know it's not an exciting time. But a whore will meet you at your level. Which would you rather have? Would you rather go through all your endeavor to fuck the prom queen and not know what you're really going to get outside of the fact that you know that she's cute? Or get the whore that you know has all the skills that you need? Hey, and by the way, locksmith, this is why we say, hey, what would you rather have? Would you rather have some peach cobbler, some peach pie, or some some strudel? This is why they say it. Which one do you want? Do you want to try out that pie, or do you want to try out some strudel, girl? This is why they say that. They say that. And guys had to make a decision. They had to go. They had to do the. Which do I want? Do I want that peach pie, or do I try to give it some strudel? You don't know what you're about to get. You don't know which one's going to give you the result that you're looking for. Just saying. Now, here's the thing. Even when you say that, Locksmith, sticking your dick in a toaster strudel still means at the end of the day that the very icing might be the only coating of some lubricant, but the rest of that bitch is dry. Dry ass. Just basically striking the head of your dick on the end of a matchbox, if you ask me. I'm just gonna put it that way. Better to the motherfucker that goes for the peach pie than a toaster strudel. I'm just gonna put it that way. The peach pie immediately mentions that it might be loose, but at least it's still wet. But the toaster strudel, it's dry as a motherfucker. What's going on?
What the hell? That's it.
Oh, hold up. That's me. Hold up. Everything's been changing on my side. Fucking StreamYard. Anyway, there we go.
Test.
Testicles.
Testicle problems. Yes. What in the hell? What in the hell are you up here talking about, strudel?
I don't know. This is what happened in the chat. I'm just engaging with the chat. I told him I got close to an hour, less than an hour now. So I said it is what it is.
I mean, if I can ruin a show on panel, surely I can ruin it in the chat. I took off for a little while. I was on a different panel, but came back over and I was scrolling back through. I'm kind of a cappella tonight.
That's most of my night.
Yeah, lately. Yeah. But so the topic, I don't want to take people away from what they're,
whatever the fuck you were talking about.
Strudels
with icing. Talking
about accountability, and kind of you were talking more like as far as individuals like in the chat maybe, or
I was leaning more towards the idea of people just talking in terms of online accountability. I hear people say, "Oh, motherfucker said this or motherfucker said that," we need to hold them accountable. And I've seen multiple spin outs, whatever. People talking about needing to hold somebody accountable. But really, it just means that I'm just going to talk about the shit that you said, and we gonna hold you accountable. No, you're just talking about the shit that they did. How are you holding them accountable? How? And that how never really gets addressed. You're a bad person. Cool. What are you gonna do about it? I just said you're a bad person. Cool. I still fucked your girl. What you gonna do about it? Well, I'm gonna let everybody know that you fucked my girl. Cool. She's still getting fucked. What are you gonna do about it? That's really what it is. Like,
yeah. No, that's it. That really is so funny you said that, because it really does happen like that. It's like you did this bad thing. Or you said this bad thing. Actually, that's a lot of it. It's like you said a bad thing.
Yep.
I don't like what you said. Now I'm gonna tell everybody you said this thing.
Hey, we sound like Thomas. I'm gonna tell on you. Ooh. You said a bad word. Ooh.
I mean, I don't know what to do to hold, like people account, like unless you're the creator, and then of course your mods are actually doing most of the work. Hopefully you got good mods, but like just a regular old chatter, or perhaps myself come up on a panel.
Well, I think part of the issue that we run across, like, people don't really understand who has who has the power, and especially in this day mindset, when you really can't hold no one accountable, because you say, "Oh, we're going to call out all the bad shit." And I think about so many people who've had like scandals, no kind of other shit going on. We're going to hold them accountable. Oh, we're gonna highlight all the worst things about them. You mean by keeping them relevant?
That's it.
Right.
Talk about them. Yeah, that's how you get them. Yeah.
That's how you punish them.
Name in the air.
Relevant.
Keep the name in the ethos. Keep talking.
Right. Great job. Why didn't I think of that? Which is why, like, I mentioned the whole, and I think it's from Shutter Island. I can't remember. I probably rewatch the movie, but it's like, which would you rather be? Which would rather be the guy who dies the bad guy, the guy who dies the good guy? And in my mind, the way how I looked at that was, the bad guy gets remembered. The good guy fades into history. Nobody remembers him. And then I equate it to this. If a girl is dating multiple men, she will forget about all the good guys. She will always remember her most toxic ex.
Yeah, for the most part, that's true. Yeah.
But regardless of how you look at it, history will always talk about Stalin, Hitler, Mao. Like they
Alexander was called the Great.
They will always talk about them. How many good guys did we say that we remember? Who could we say that? You know, of those people, their greatest enemy was who?
Well, you know, it's funny too, because the good guy, people will find their faults and call them the bad guy.
In fact, I'm remembering right now, the movie that I'm remembering from is The Rock. Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage. You don't want to be a good guy. Yeah. Good guys are sitting on the sideline. You're the bad guy. Guys get to go home and fuck the prom queen.
She was the prom queen. Yeah, you remember. You remember? That's why you got it. Yeah, exactly. Let's not forget.
So I think in this day and age, everybody is aiming to be the bad guy because they want to fuck the prom queen. This is why we have the whole, there's no such thing as bad publicity, even negative. But I also say, how do you hold someone accountable for it? When we talk, it's one thing to say, if you're working for me, you do something shitty and fucked up, I got the power to hold you accountable.
Yeah.
Even if let's say we're at the same level, I have resources that I can go to hold you accountable. But online, how is one doing that?
Yeah.
How can I say, Brick, I do not like you for what you did, what you talked about, how you been on these fucking panels. I'm going to chase you everywhere you go. And I'm going to talk shit in the chat, and I'm going to talk shit on these panels, and I'm going to try to run you off, and I'm going to hold you accountable, sir. You're accountable.
I mean, these YouTube streets are wilding, bro. These people really believe that.
Well, how does that ever stop you from posting a video, from getting on anyone else's panel, from getting your name recognition? If anything, people are just going to say this. Resla, you've been chasing this man everywhere you go. Who hurt you? How he hurt you? Show me on the doll where he hurt you. That's going to happen. The only thing that's going to happen. Show me on the doll where Brick hurt you. That's the only thing that's going to happen. And you guys out here talking about, we gonna hold him, we gonna hold her, we gonna hold all these people accountable. I'm like, you sound like activists. Ain't nobody backing you up.
An activist of one.
Ain't nobody backing you up.
Well, I tell you, OBS is free. AI's got some things going on. It's got some free editing programs out there, and you can make some videos, right? And why would you spend your time using all of that to make someone else relevant?
You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do, Rick? Since you not paying attention to me, where I think I'm gonna make some videos of you. I'm gonna make some memes. I make sure I'm gonna have you look like a dancing clown. I'm gonna do everything.
Videos.
Yeah. I'm
You
gonna.
made the first one.
Yeah. I'm gonna have you looking like a fool with the whole Kirby enthusiasm and theme. I'm gonna do all of it. All of it. And you know what that's going to do? You're going to feel so embarrassed, Bray. You're going to feel so embarrassed, you're going to quit YouTube.
I don't know. Some of that shit's pretty funny. I tell you, some of the videos that I've seen, that's just funny. I think that's just funny.
Which is why I say, if you're a good troll, like, here's my thing. Even if you say, like, I don't think I do enough outside of block motherfuckers from my stream and they get in their panties in a bunch. Because most people, I'm gonna be honest with you folks, most of the people that try to do videos or talk shit about me or create channels for me are people who I say fuck you and I block you because they believe they have free speech. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Most of the people who Twitter, listen, if I showed you, not go show you though, if I showed you, there's a motherfucker that turned around and said, fuck Resla. He got a channel, said, fuck Resla. No, let me go look for it. I'm not even gonna make it up. I'm gonna look for it in real time. I'm gonna tell you exactly what his words are. So I'm not gonna be hyperbolic. That's not true. That's not what it was. He's a fucking liar. He's a liar. Hold on. I'm gonna read it right now. He's got a whole thing. It's got my beautiful bald shiny head on top of it, by the way. And it's called Resla is a hoe for talking shit. SHT, by the way. Talking shit to people he blocks. That's a channel, by the way.
Wait, that's what the channel's name is?
That's the long ass name. With my beautiful bald head.
What?
My beautiful bald head. That's just one of multiple, but yeah. My beautiful bald head is behind that one.
I don't even want to.
Now I'm looking at it, there are some people I should probably take off the list. I think they've been in purgatory for long enough.
Yeah. I gotta tell you about this one. This one's hilarious. Brick's opposable thumbs. That's some stupid ass shit. Now I know what it's about personally, but like it's funny as shit, man. And that's the name of the channel. Like what the hell?
There's some humor in it, but damn.
What are we doing here? I'm gonna hold you accountable, right? How?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold you accountable. And I'm like
sitting here laughing about it, bro. It's just so
I mean, and I agree with no shit. So you giving them notoriety. I agree. Like you're not highlighting your quote enemies. You're giving them shine. And here's the truth of the matter. Because there are people who are like, well, you know, like I'm gonna attack everybody that goes around them. So like, I'm gonna point this person out. By the way, I recently blocked them because they gave me the ideal, not because I wanted to. They gave me the ideal, but they don't like blind. They've been chasing. They have a whole channel dedicated to blind. And as I took a look at their channel, I went, your whole channel not only is dedicated to blind, but dedicated to other people who don't like blind, also about chastising, harassing, stalking, doxing other people. Yet you show up in my panel, you show up on not my panel, but you show up on my chat, you show up on places that I go and then say, well, Resla, this is what he did to me. And I'm going, I just looked at your channel. You're far from innocent. You can't tell me he's a pedophile when I can literally see you with your dick in the child's mouth. You're just as guilty. Yeah, I'm going to be that nasty.
Like a pot calling the kettle black.
You can't turn around and say, I don't like him, and I'm going to flag every channel that I'm going to flag his channel, but then turn around and say, I'm going to flag every channel he's ever visited. You're not innocent.
Yeah, that's not cool at all.
Especially when you do it under the guise of saying, the reason why I do it is because I ran across him. By the way, I don't put it out there. I ran across him. He killed my livelihood. By the way, Line has maybe had he's probably had his channel be at a certain amount of subscribers for a while, for about a month or so, building himself up. If you were that prominent of a content creator and you allow someone as low level as Blind, because he didn't come up until about a month or a month and a half, I'll say 2 months just to round it out. You weren't that popping in the beginning. To say that he ruined your livelihood, you weren't that popping if he could easily take you down. I'm just going to be honest with you. You're not mad of all the shit that you accuse him of, whether he did it or not. You're mad that you lost.
Yeah. That's so funny. Oh, God.
I'm going to just call it as it is. You're mad you lost. You're mad that you thought you can compete, you weren't ready, and you lost. And you think that you sitting there and highlighting and doxing is going to do what? Redeem your position? No, you're still going to be in purgatory. You'll still be a nobody. Because for him to be able to beat you means that you are nobody. I'm just going to be honest with you. Imagine, I'm not even going to say that you had this, by the way. But imagine your Clay Foundation channel, you have, I'm not going to be astronomical, but let's just say you had 20,000 subscribers. Here I am, little old Resla here. Let's just say I got 2,000 subscribers. You and I have a back and forth debate. Let's just say I do some underhanded tactic and I go flagging or striking your channel or whatever. You say, I found all the information about Resla. He did this. He's been in jail. He hasn't paid his child support. He got six. He been busting down order bitches for so long.
One of them's even a grandma.
Let's just say he's banging the young bitches. He's banging the abuelas. He's nasty in these streets. And you lose your channel. If it was so easy with you 20,000 subscribers versus my 2 for you to lose your channel over me, how are you better than me? If you spend the rest of your days chasing me. This was your livelihood. If you're saying that you had that many subscribers, let's just say this. If you have 20,000 subscribers, you can't just start a new channel to get it back? After all, you're the brand. Right. You can't get those people back? That's weird to me that you can't get them back. But if I could take you down, you weren't that great to begin with. That's my thought. That's my thought process, because you should already have experience. You should have a thorough follower base. You should have a YouTube rep. You should be more experienced in the game than I am. There's no way in hell I should be able to take you down. Especially not on a technicality as a low-level creator.
Yeah, not a big channel.
So, now I'm going to be honest with you. This person who got taken down by Blind, I'm more than likely to believe they weren't a big channel. So for them to, let's just say, if Blind at the time had, let's just say if he had 200 subscribers, let's just say I'm going to be generous because I don't know what the channel this person had. Let's just say they had 2,000 subscribers. To let a person with 200 subscribers defeat a 2,000 subscriber channel, you weren't that great to begin with. Especially you're not that great when you sit there and you reach out to everybody else that he knows or has a confrontation with, because sometimes he gets on my channel or I get on his channel, we have confrontation and say, he ruined my livelihood. You didn't have much of a livelihood.
Yeah. I mean, there's it's the YouTube streets. It's like the ghetto YouTube streets.
And I'm gonna be an asshole about it. That's a motherfucker by the name of Blizzy Bland.
Yeah. I kind of figured that would be the title of the.
I told him he needs to get over whatever. Because I looked at your whole catalog, motherfucker. You're nowhere close to being innocent, and you'll take down anyone just to make sure that Blind is gone. Cool, that's your fight. But the fact that you're willing to jump on anyone else, now you got problems. Because you don't know what other people know. And since you already talked too much shit, you already said too much shit, it's the wrong person to be around. Now, it is what it is.
Well, you can't make people believe that someone's a bad person more than that person themselves can make them believe that. So when
you believe that person's a bad guy, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah. When you go around telling people, hey, that dude's a bad guy, but then that guy that you're saying is a bad guy doesn't talk about things that make him look like a bad guy, that becomes a problem for you.
Doesn't it seem like a repeat for me? Because what were people doing when GS was first around me?
Yes, similar. That same, with me too.
I give everybody the benefit of the doubt until you cross me. How you behave in your own is your own business. I just say don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem talking to people who are polarizing. Never had a problem with it at all. So long as you understand what the relationship is between you and I. If everybody else can't stand you, I'm going, damn, let's talk about why everybody don't like you. I'm gonna give you a platform because obviously you can't talk everywhere you go when you want to go. You can't go to someone else's channel because they're gonna shut you down. So let me have you here. Why, Rick? Why does everybody hate you? Because obviously you can't say it to everybody else because fuck you and they drop you, and then this motherfucker here and they drop you, and then you drop you. Like, I'm like, why does everybody hate you? You know what they're gonna say? Oh, fuck this guy, Resla. And I'm like, because you won't let him say the thing that you say that you want him to say, but you never give him the opportunity because he gets dropped. Okay, I mean, so I'm not gonna drop him. Now, you mad at me because I gave him a voice? Make that make sense. Well, if Rick want to come up here anytime he wants to, he could, and he comes up there and he gets dropped. Not very welcoming. Just saying.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Now I can understand why people are like, I came up here, we're talking, and then I don't like the fact that other people come up. Well, that was also the idea of my show, Opinionated. Other people are also allowed to have opinionated. It wasn't just about you.
Yeah.
But I get it. But my thing is, I say this to creators across the board. The moment you decide to air your voice, not even necessarily show your face, but to air your voice, and I still give more respect to people who actually willing to show their face. But the moment you decide to do something that other people are not willing to do, expect difficulty. Because you've already taken a leap and a bound to an area where other people are not willing to do it. You're willing to put in the effort that other people are not willing to put. And you will find people who will hate you for it. You may not ever be a person who has a based on the channel. You may be just an avatar. You may be a VTuber. People will still hate you for still being ballsy enough to share your opinion online. And you have to be okay with that as a content creator. And people don't seem to understand that. So they think that if I sit in the chat and I just talk shit, it's okay. No, because I can block you. And then you got to get a whole brand new account. You got to sign into your porn Google account. Now just to troll me. And I'm gonna block that motherfucker too. And then you got to go to your backup porn Google account. And you're going to realize you don't even have a third porn Google account because your other porn account, your third porn account is actually a Yahoo account. So now you got to turn around and take that name and make it a Google account so that you can have a third Google account so you can come back to Resla to troll them again. Is it really worth all that effort? And if you have that kind of time on your hand, I'm just going to let you know you are 1,000% a loser.
Yeah.
Because now you're wasting your porn accounts on me.
You keep coming back. You keep coming back.
You keep coming back.
like, what are you doing? Yeah.
This is why I say there are people, whether mentally or physically, thank God I can never see you, who I think are just the panel jerkers. They just go to people's panels, they just love the conflict, and they just stroking off. The arguments. Oh my God, yes. They just like watching people argue, and they're getting off on it. It's endorphins, it's shooting off, and they're fucking. Oh my God, yes, it's so great. Some of y'all just nothing underneath your desk on the arguments that you claim are just so exciting. Same old fucking arguments happening all the time. Same old people arguing about the same old shit, and you just getting off on it. So when a motherfucker like me tries to get you to exercise different brain cells, you're like, I can't do it. You start getting me to fucking critically think. I can't do it. You just rage bait me until I ain't shit and just say that my race ain't shit and that my relationship ain't shit and my religion ain't shit and my politics ain't shit. And I go, no, I just need you to think. I can't help you. I cannot help you. Why can't you just tell me that it's all the women's fault? And why can't you tell me that it's all the cops' fault? And why can't you tell me that it's all the senators' fault? And why can't you tell me that? Why can't you tell me that the world's against me and it's not my fault? Why can't you tell me that my mother's to blame? That's what I see online. These grown ass men. That's what I see online.
Grown ass men. That's
grown ass men. Yeah. That's what I see. Night in and night out. And I'd be tired. I'd be like, I used to listen. You was here. I used to do this 5 days a week. Can't do it no more.
Yeah.
I have to conserve my sanity.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, you know, creating real content, not that drama shit. I just like, it's one of the reasons why I can't, like, it's not that I can't do it, but I just choose not to take like opposite positions of what I actually believe. Like,
facts.
It's a waste of time for me. It's not that I can't see the holes in certain aspects of what I believe. In fact, I bolster that with saying and admitting that it's something that I believe, and then I move on and I do research and try to understand why it is that I believe what I believe, but I won't take the opposite position. It's just a waste of my time.
At least I'll say this much. Hold on, let me get my real quick. But at least I'll say this much. At least you do your research. You find a lot of people who are willing to do that. They just want to be told what to do, or they'll spit what they think somebody else said. I mean, and I see that quite a bit.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Parrots. They were told this, and because they were told it, they repeat. No, I've done that. Sure, there's things that like I was told when I was a kid, that I still to this day, I hear somebody say something and I'll respond with that, and they'll be like, "No, that's completely stupid. Where'd you get that from?" And then I realized, oh shit, that's something I was told as a kid. Let me do a little bit of research on that and find out why I'm wrong now and correct my position. But, once I do that, then I move, and there's no accountability for the other side that I can do at that point, right? They have to change that. They have to change that belief. I have nothing to do with that except for to maybe state my position again. It's just stating what my position is. And then past that, my position is still where I'm at. And then if I need to change that, then that's my accountability. Passing accountability onto somebody else isn't going to work.
So what I appreciate on that is the fact that at least when you are and again, if we really had to look at what they claim as accountability, even in that part of saying like, oh, well, I'm going to call out, where did you get that from? At least you've done a self-assessment. You didn't double down and you thought about it. And you're like, where did I get that from? And you did your own deep diving and then you turned around and recalibrated. That's fine. Now, but keep in mind, that's not them holding you accountable. That's you reflecting and now you holding yourself accountable. So outside of but the way how the internet should play is like, we're going to call it your shit, which is AKA holding you accountable. It's not though. It's not. Unless you decided to actually make changes of your own volition, it's not accountability. If anything, you're encouraged to double down and talk your ish. That's what it is. If I say, hey, Brick said this, and you said, oh, well, I heard this from my parents or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, so you wrong. And you're like, well, yeah, I heard that from my parents, but motherfucker, I'm still going to say like,
there ain't no way my parents was wrong, so I'm definitely not wrong.
And that's the way how people be behaving now. I'm like, right, like,
and I mean, like, I'm not trying to make this about myself, but like, I can have a conversation with people who don't believe in a God. I can have a conversation with people about politics. I can have a conversation about philosophy, all these different things. I could have a conversation about the drama. I don't want to, but I could. I just like talking about whatever, because that interaction is really nice. So if I had to, I guess I would, but I really prefer certain things.
Like, do you know what's sad? What's sad is that I don't have a problem having these conversations, but can I just say something that it's really disappointing? As much access as I have to people who are online, some of the best conversations I have are offline. Because they're not performing for anyone. They're giving their own general thoughts. There's no audience. Like, I get their actual thoughts, and that's something to consider. Like, I can't I even see this like over time. Like when I get to see the same faces, I'm looking at you, and the thing that hits me is, and I'll say it is like something that I've heard from Resto say one time, and that's like people just play a character on YouTube, and I'm just like, the more I see people, I'm like, even I question myself. I'm like, nope, I'm happy. I'm still being me. I try to make sure that I stick rigid, that I talk about me, I talk about the topic. I don't try to be someone that I'm not. I'm not trying to grift. I forget still to this day to ask motherfuckers to donate to me. I don't have a shit ton of banners up. Because to me, it's about the content. It's not about how many dollars I can steal from people.
Right here in this corner, you need to put your barcode.
I know. I forget these things because to me, from the very beginning, it was about the conversation. But I realize people are not really interested in thinking. They just want to be able to consume. I think for a lot of people, this is just background noise.
Yeah, a lot of times.
It's background noise. Keep in mind, I don't even expect people to. This is my thing. As much as we do video and everything like that, I 100% do not expect anyone, because I don't do it in real life. I do not expect anyone to sit down and watch their phone. Watching us talk. I expect them to breastfeed your kid. I expect you to be working on your car. I expect you to be doing your taxes or doing someone else's taxes or whatever the hell you like, work on your shit at work. The one thing I don't expect you to do is, okay, the two things I don't expect you to do, just like I have extra. The one thing I don't expect you to do is to be whacking off.
I hope not.
That's the one thing I expect. Shit, somewhere else. Like, just, that's it.
Yeah,
But
you can
the
take
more,
your shit. Don't be whacking off.
yeah, like, if you say I'm gonna hit the panel, don't be in the bathroom. Don't be in the bathroom. Take this shit. Don't do it.
I don't want to hear echoes.
Don't take a shower. Don't take a shit. Don't like. So, because motherfuckers is crazy out here. So I don't expect these. These are the things that I don't expect. Like outside of that, I expect you to be doing everything else in the job. So I don't expect you to. I don't even expect you to be crazily engaging in the chat if you're doing things. Because I'm the same way. I'm out. I'm listening. I'm not always watching. And if I hear something, I'll type in the chat and I go back to what I'm doing. But I'm listening. So I expect the same thing from you guys. I don't expect any. I don't expect loyalty to sit down and watch. Like never. Like never.
Right.
Never
So
yeah.
if somebody's in the chat trying to hold somebody accountable, that's like way off base, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's crazy. But then what have people listening like, yo, no, they so and so did this and so did that. We need to hold them accountable. And I go, you know what? Let me go take a look at the record. You know what? You're right. They did something egregious. They should be held accountable. Here's the thing. How?
Yeah, how you gonna do that?
Without you saying, I'm a scream to the mountaintop on every mountain I go. I'm gonna tell them on the mountain. I'm gonna go everywhere, Malaysia. I'm gonna sing it. I'm gonna put up every dirty hymn about every dirty thing that he or she did. Oh, so you plan on bringing back shame, is what you're saying? The shame worked very well on the internet in the days of T-Hub and whatever Spank Banking and Brazzers and OF. The shame worked very well these days.
Only in the places it counts, and it's
not even in the church. Not even in the church.
Even the government, it doesn't work so much. I mean,
so who do we think they're shaming? Especially when we're in the mindset of saying they bad publicity. There's no such thing as bad publicity, and I'm like,
there's the bad. There's some really bad publicity. There is some bad, but it's bad publicity to give people publicity.
I guarantee you, if I had 100,000 subscribers, everybody watching me, and I say, you know what, I don't think I get a big enough bag out of here. So here's what I'm gonna do: subscribe to my OF, and I drop my link, and then on the very screen when I drop my link, I drop my draws, and I totally beat off, and the whole stream got taken down by YouTube just to promote. Everybody now wanting to go over to OF. Like, that's... People don't do this. I probably just gave somebody a good idea. They're like, yo, I have like these she's probably like a girl. She's like, I have over 100,000. And I've been thinking about, he just gave me an idea. Hey guys, I was thinking I don't want to do YouTube no more. It doesn't pay enough. My OF is popping, but I don't have enough subscribers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, guys, you need to subscribe to my OF. And then she throws up one leg in Texas, one leg in Maine, and she diddles, and this whole stream goes down. But the link is up, so everybody's going to click that fucking link to all go subscribe to that. I just gave them an idea. God damn it. I just give them an idea.
Well, you gotta build up your subscriber base.
It'll never happen. They are going to keep me around 900. They're moving. They are not moving. They made it clear. Resla will not make it to 1,000. We're not even going to make sure that he makes it to 920. The most we gave him is 915, and we dropped it all the way back down. He is never going to make his way up there. So I've accepted it, which is why I work on content for a whole other channel that I never plan on telling anyone on this channel about.
Nice. Very good.
They're like, oh, Resla, you doing content somewhere else? I absolutely am. And I post, and it's getting good reviews, and it's helping people on a regular basis. It doesn't involve panels, so fuck you guys who are panel junkies. I don't do panels, but it talks about shit, and it's getting good traction. It is what it is. And I'll never tell you what it is. I'm not promoting it on this channel because why? You'll go over there and you'll try to fuck it up. So, ta-da!
Well, and that's funny because, I was considering something earlier. It's like some things you do hold back, which is a good thing. You got to, it's Machiavellian.
So the problem with the internet, the problem with people even on the internet is that they say things like, we appreciate authenticity. You hear that shit a lot. The thing that we love most about creators is authenticity. When someone's being genuine and authentic, you have to remember something. That doesn't mean their viewer base is authentic. The person who's being a bleeding heart, who's sharing their life, who's sharing their journey, who's sharing everything about what's going on, who's looking for feedback, who's looking for people who might be caring, for someone who might be going through that, for someone who might be able to benefit in the future from what they're doing. The people watching them doesn't mean they share that same sentiment. They're like, look at this person. In fact, I said this earlier. Look at this person crashing out. No, they have a plea for help. Look at this person crashing out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fuck that day up more. I'm going to hope that they hang themselves in the bathroom.
Yeah. And that's it.
And it's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. You might have somebody crying, talking about how life hard is. They have maybe they found out they're adopted after but and they're someone who relatable. And instead of people who are like, that's really hard. Damn, that's meant to be going through. Hey, we're there for you. Hey, don't worry about it. I found out I was adopted too. Like, things like that. It's like, you'll have that motherfucker in there. Damn, your parents ain't want you. Damn. I'm like, you'll get that person. Not because they ever wanted to be helpful, because the situation was never about the person they were watching. The situation was all about them, which is why I talk about so often about people showing up on panels to show their own asshole. It's not about the conversation. It's not about the people that they can converse with. It's like, look at me. They Mom, I'm on TV. Look at me, Mom. They have channels even, but it's not about. This is why I say, if you're going to be a troll, at least be fucking funny. Be good at it. Most people just think, I'm going to be an asshole. Isn't that funny? No, because assholes, everybody has it. Everybody does it. You're not unique.
Well, it's like the improv nights where you see like, 2 or 3 guys go up together. They're working together to create something, but you can have the one comedian by himself, right? So they're both funny, but you if you enjoy certain things, you go watch that. If you don't enjoy improv, you don't go watch improv. But there's a lot of people who like improv, and it works.
But this is what I say to the people that's in the chat, the ones who like to try to do all that shit. Hey, go to a stand-up and try your material. Most of y'all think y'all fucking funny or not.
Yep.
Resla, fuck you. I'm funny. If you have to say you saying you're funny is like saying you got a big dick. Where's your Yelp reviews?
Why are you driving that F-350, bro? Come on. Let's be real.
Yes. Where's your reviews? Oh, my friends. Oh, your friends who don't want to make you feel bad? Right. I'm going to take their word for it. Show me the clip of your open mic. Show me where you were at the Apollo. Show me where you was at what was it called? Next America's Talent, whatever the fuck it's called. Show me it. Show me it. Don't show me how you was typing shit in a fucking chat and you think you're so fucking funny. I will go back to my reference earlier. A lot of you guys move like the old TV show Doug. Roger Klotz, the fucking bully, makes jokes and bothers Doug all the time. But he's the only motherfucker laughing at his own jokes. He has a whole squad of other bullies. None of them are laughing. You're not funny. You think just being a dick makes you funny because you watch shows like Seinfeld or Curb Your Enthusiasm or what? You think that that's scripted. And even those are still done by people who are more talented than you. Because they actually know what they're doing. You think because you watch stand-up comedy and because you see somebody who does like dire comedy where they do all the most egregious, like talk about dead people dying and shit like that. You think I can do that, fucking funny, and then you bomb like because you're not even on panel, you're not even seen, you're not even talking, you're just in a chat typing, and it's terrible. Look at me, mom, I'm so fucking funny. Like I don't see no emojis come by. I don't see nothing come by. But Resla, this is what I'm saying. But how you feel about? I feel that was dry. That was super dry. That was so dry. I would never throw $2 at that whore. That's how dry it was.
Dusty. Oh shit. Lube it up because it is not wet. Oh. You're muted.
Oh, what's good, Kramos? Kramos in the building. I ain't seen Kramos. Actually, I was about to say I didn't see Kramos in a while, but Kramos, I saw you doing a live. I want to say it was either today or last night or something like that. I didn't really time to look at it, but you were talking with somebody in the chat, but I had to go to bed. Oh, yeah, so it probably was last night, but I had to go. I saw you were live for a little bit, but I ain't seen nobody really going on. Rockweeds. I don't even know what you was talking about, to be honest with you. I think you were ending the stream. But shout out to you.
Speaking of all that, streams and all that. I don't know how long you said you were planning on going. Now you mentioned before you had maybe about an hour.
Not much longer.
Yeah.
Never mind.
There was something I wanted to talk to you about content, but not up here. I didn't know if
we were talking about that some time ago. Right.
Yeah. So I don't know, like I said, how long you gonna stay up or whatever. We
can talk about that afterwards.
Okay. Yeah, because it's something that kind of it's working. It's working.
All right, Dom. We'll see ya. Thanks for showing up, Dom. At easy one. Easy in here. Chad Might. Who the fuck is Chad? Who's Chad Might? Or at Chad? Wait, what? Who's at Chad? Hold up, now he got me.
Chad Juan Moore?
I don't know. Wait, at Chad.
Is that it's your
Oh,
mod?
that's Zoomer. Like that was weird. That just came up that way. All right,
Oh,
cool.
it's because it's doing the ats.
Yeah.
It's doing the stupid YouTube ats that it's the channel, the actual channel, not the name of the person. YouTube's doing its funny thing. So now everybody knows what your channel is.
I mean, yeah, sure. This is why I like what like. Listen, the days I switch shit up and I really make myself public, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be a wrap because I like I've been very strategic as to how I do everything I've been doing. How I chose my name. Well, my name is not very me choosing my name got very lucky. It was very lucky actually. It was a strategy how I chose my name. It just so happened that my name just happened to coincide with an actual very popular company. That was just random. Because when I chose the name was actually my at two jobs I worked at. It was my network ID.
Oh, okay.
So I literally kept it. So I was like, I don't even know what to call myself. So I looked at my network IDs. I was like, oh, I got two jobs. I got the same one kind of network ID. So I used it. And who knows? Who knew that Tesla was gonna pop up? So that when people were like, I'm gonna look for Resla. Hard, difficult, isn't it?
Actually, it is. Yeah.
It did.
Yeah. Unless you put that at in front of there, it ain't coming up.
Still might have a problem finding me. So it's been very beneficial in a lot of ways.
Yeah, well, I figure once Tesla slows down and you keep building your numbers, which YouTube seems to want to.
Nope. They made sure. My the viewership is made sure. They're like, you know what? We don't want him to come up that much. We just want him to watch him when we watch them. We don't want other people discovering him because that means he's not gonna pay attention to us. That's what it is.
Well,
Being horse. You're being horse, by the way.
There's something in a name and symbolism, and that's the other thing, right? It's why I got that back there. It's like you can't forget certain things. It's once you got a name stuck in your head, you can't forget that. Once you got an image stuck in your head, you can't forget that.
So easy _1 or _easy1. So for what it's worth, I'm glad that you didn't block me. Is what he says.
It's called a label.
Now, here's my thing about it, though. I don't understand why people just think that any host of any show should feel guilt for blocking someone. Just put that out there. If you did something to be blocked, you probably had it coming. Here's my next thing. No host should feel guilty for that. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people who sit up in platforms and channels tend to believe that they have more power than the host. And you have it dead wrong. Hey, let's go back to the big days. The weak of the strong. We got it going on. Well, guess what, chat? You're dead wrong. You're dead wrong. You can get blocked. You can be timed out. Do not ever think that you have rights. YouTube does not have the First Amendment. I've said this several times. Well, I can't believe that you would do that because you know me? You know me? Because there are only a few people who I've met online who actually have my phone number. You know me? Me. There are a few people who actually have had conversation with me, had conversation with my chick. You know me? Don't presume. And I say that to many people who tend to believe that they have because this is the problem I even have on jobs that I'm at. Everybody seems to think that they have a special connection. You may not have seen it even on your channel. They think they have a special connection with you. And like, well, Brick gets around this way, but when Brick and I talk, we have a special connection. He and I are really cool. And it's like, are we really? Like, we've had good conversations, but what do I really know? And I have people that reach out to me in the back end, or we have conversations even after the show, or even on Discord. And they're like, yo, reach out to me. I want to be a part of your network. I really rock with what you're going with. And I'm just like, let me think about that. Because I'm still very cautious. Just because you ask doesn't mean you get access. Like, because I'm very busy. I am very busy, especially because I work for someone else. I'm very busy. So when other people feel like, oh, I don't really get Sister Resla. No, like as I want to hit him up whenever I want to. And I'm like, hey, I was thinking about, I'm at fucking work. Hey, I'm doing something. Hey, I don't know, I'm eating a fucking Parmesan fucking cutlet. Like, you think I'm gonna just cut out my fucking day to go talk to you? But yeah, and then especially if you want to talk to me about somebody else. Hey, yo, Brick. I know I'm calling you right now. He's probably at the movies. He's probably busting down a bitch. You're probably eating food right now. You're probably taking a shit on the toilet. I just want to tell you, I had a problem with a motherfucker online, and the motherfucker was, and you sitting there like, you getting your water toilet paper. You're like, yeah. What the fuck? This is what you call me for? I thought it was something serious. Like, this is why I don't do it. Like, and there are people like I do want to keep in contact with, but because I get so busy in my own job, I'm like, oh shit, I ain't check my work phone. I ain't check my other phone in a while, and I pick it up and I go, oh shit, somebody sent me a text message on Thursday. It's Saturday. Like, someone sent me, let me go reach out to them. Oh shit, I forgot. Yeah, you want to talk about whatever. Oh shit, I forgot about that. Because I come to a point where on my personal phone, I don't put Discord on my personal phone. So people want to reach out to me. I don't put, and I really should, but I get so tired of notifications. I don't even put Discord on my PC no more. Like I did tonight because I saw Resto came on. I usually keep Discord on my laptop, and I keep Discord on my business phone.
So when I bought this phone, I bought it used, and everything was wiped. I set up the account. The phone, the ringer, wasn't on. I never turned it on. I get no notifications. It'll buzz when I get like a message on the message.
I never
app.
stop getting messages.
Yeah, that never stops.
I
But
started getting messages. That's why I had to turn it off. I had to get it off. It's way too much.
Well, a lot of messages come through Signal, and so I get other than the message app, I don't get notified. So even if somebody calls, they don't ring, and I won't know about it.
So here's the thing: I am very tech. So I'm very tech centered. So when I say I get notifications out the ass, I'm not lying. I get text messages, I get WhatsApp, I get Discord, I get Telegram, I get Messenger. I have a lot of apps. I get Instagram. Like majority of the people who reach out to me on all these different programs are mainly online. Some of them are people that I know in real life. Some of them are people who just want to get to know me a little bit better. And I'm just like, it's a lot. So I had to like, I'm going to put you over here in this phone. I'm going to put you over here in this phone. And the other one I'm just going to keep over here. And so when I get home, it's the only way I can check it on my laptop. But if my phone, I can check some things. If I send my phone, I'll leave it in my bag. And then if I get a free break, I'll look. And I'm like, oh my God, look how many messages do I want to tackle this right now? I go on my lunch break and I'm just like, oh my God, look at all this shit.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's a lot, man. It is a lot. And if you're on all the platforms,
so there's a yay so there's a back and forth when it comes to that. For the most part, I agree. You say so. Easy says streamers need viewers more than viewers need streamers. A single viewer can take a channel down in weeks. Agreed. Thin skin will cost you the gold of YouTube. Also agreed. Now, here's the other thing for the host, for the streamer. If you see that there's a double-edged sword to that. If you are a low-level streamer, low-level streamer, but even though I don't like to really stream, to be honest with you, I like to content create. At least I would love to go back to content creating. But if you are a streamer and of some notoriety, which is very important for me to emphasize that if you have some notoriety, you should have, quote, mods willing to protect your channel by getting rid of such people who are trying to take down your channel, seeing the signs before it takes place. And if not, the streamer themselves, the host, should be taking forth actions to eliminate said problem before it takes place. Because here's the truth of the matter. The viewer does not have to be a follower or subscriber to try to take down a channel. Anybody who wants to just put up any fucking random account can say any little thing to any subscriber, to any streamer of any notoriety to try to take them down. If someone said, I don't like the fact that Resla and Brick get along, I'm going to create a channel brand new tonight that says, Resla suck big floppy donkey dick and Brick is the watcher of that. That's their whole name. Let's just say.
Crazy. Gotcha.
Decides that they want to flag Brick's channel, my channel, and just say it's not suitable, it's underage, it promotes violence, they can do that. Yes. Now the problem is the channel gets hit. The channel takes a hit.
Yep.
Do we, depending on our notoriety, depending on what our background and depending on what our channel represents, do we have the ability to have a manual review or only an AI review? That really goes on the history of what your channel is about. So if someone says, hey, I believe that there is, quote, kitty abuse on Brick's channel, well, now Brick has the right and the responsibility to have a, quote, manual review, not just on the video that he's getting hit for, but for all his content on the channel to show that no such things have ever taken place. Now, that means it's also a hit on the person who has to sit there and waste their time to do so because of the person that turned around and made this channel to my wrestling like big floppy donkey dick while Rob Brick likes to watch. But like,
I mean, it's a massive risk, and people take those risks, which is really wild because
I love that he can't
be a content creator.
Yep. I love that he said this as well, because this is very important. Because easy, if you've been watching me, you know that I have this problem when it comes to mods. I have stated this openly when it comes to mods. See, part of the reason why my channel can't come up is because I've stated to all of my mods, openly to my mods, that if I ever get big enough, because they are mods, because they are responsible, they have privileges, they are responsible for taking care of where the channel's direction is going. Because I cannot see everything. I have to take care of guests. I got to take care of content. I got to take care of what I'm looking at on the side. I got to read to make sure shit that I got, that my bullet points are all the same. I know what shit, because I can get off on a tangent and then I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about? So if I don't have bullet points set for 3 monitors. Technically 4 if I wanted to add my TV, but I got 3 monitors and my laptop. So technically I got 4. I gotta keep track. Like a lot of people who are online, a lot of people who watch content creators online, you guys just think that this is so fucking easy. You really have no idea what we do to put on a show. Most of y'all just look at your teeny boppers on, because let's be honest, y'all watch TikTok. And y'all just block little super motherfuckers do dances. Bitches that think they look good because they stand stiff like fucking little little fucking nutcracker soldiers, and they just and you're like, that's hard. She's so fucking sexy. That shit is so hot.
And then they'll type it in the comment.
Yeah. Type in the fucking so hot. Look at where her titties bounce. All she did was this. Moved no legs. She moved no lower waist. She just went. And you're like, so fucking hot. So fucking hot. I just nutted. Just nutted.
Girl.
Yeah. That's wifey right there. That's wifey. You guys make me sick.
Oh shit. That's so funny.
It's true, man. I see you guys.
Bro, that shit'll come through my feed in the shorts sometimes, you know? And then I'm like, what are these motherfuckers saying? I click the comment and it's like
heart eyes, squirt emojis, tongue sticking out. Like, these are the simps that you should be going up against.
I'm glad they're simps. I'm glad they're doing it because
But the problem that I have, and by the way, I say that it's also to my mods easy to make sure we're stick on it. The reason that I actually said this, I said this not only on live, not only in Discord, not only to my mods, was this. Most of the time, your mods, the people that you have are mods, are too pussy to do the job. Because if they are not, if there's no incentive for them, like monetarily, they are too pussy to do the job. Because most mods that I run across in this day and age, let's just be honest, most mods that I run across want to either become a content creator or become an influencer. Let me say that again for you guys in the back row. Most mods who I run across one day want to become a content creator or want to become an influencer. Now, let me just say this because I've said this a lot. I explain to people, let's just say there's people that's not really watching let's just say there's people who are watching my show for the first time and they don't understand what I mean by influencer. To me, when I say influencer in the panel space, because that's what I'm talking about when I say influencer, I don't mean the motherfuckers that go on Instagram and Facebook and they show that they are flying on a jet studio, by the way, fake studio, by the way, showing that they are in Bali, getting their backbone and getting shit on by people. Anyway, but whatever or they like to show like they're cooking food. Anybody can do just basic cooking courses. But let's just say you want to be an influencer in this panel space, right? All that means is that you're someone who has never had their face on camera. And in fact, you did this. Hey, this is me going on many platforms, many people's channels, giving my perspective, talking a whole bunch of shit, talking about the shit to the people in the chat, talking about a whole bunch of shit that's sitting in the panel. And you know what? Hey, Brick, you've never seen my face, but fuck you, Brick. Fuck you, Brick. Fuck you, everything you stand for. Fuck your channel. Fuck everything you've done. Fuck every channel you've been for. Fuck you for being a Resla channel. Fuck you for being every. Okay, but none of you. You're a dumbass. Going on. You for everything you do. I can't stand your hat. I can't stand your earbuds. I can't stand your background. I can't stand your mic. I can't stand everything about you. You, Brick.
Oh,
you.
shit.
That's all I have to do. as an influencer. I just need to be a faceless icon and talk a whole bunch of shit on panel after panel after panel after panel, and in chat after chat after chat after chat, and be somebody. To be somebody.
It's that guy I never seen before.
Never create. And some of them, by the way, some of them get a little bit more respect from me because they actually create channels, which means that you've never seen their face, but they actually do content. They actually react to stuff. They actually have their own personalities. They actually talk about things. They actually give their own opinions. And then there are people who never did a channel, but are known for being on channel hopping. You go look at their channel, have never dropped an actual feed of their own, goose egg of a feed of their own, but they're known wherever they. Sometimes they wanna go where everybody knows their name. Never did a channel, but they came.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned that. So there's a very well-known faceless individual who finally, after years of having a large channel, did a face reveal only after he got hit, which is interesting. It makes you wonder why he did his face reveal.
Interesting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, get hit, and all of a sudden that changes the game, right? And he got hit for stealing people's content. He was a faceless individual for the longest time, and then all of a sudden get hit because you're stealing people's content.
I like the way that you said that, though, right? Because I wanna bring it forth to what Easy just said, because he can easily get dismantled on this. Radio host did it for decades. Did radio hosts have video? No, it was analog only. That's why their faces were not seen. Because to be honest, until like Sirius, like when Howard Stern was actually putting cameras in his fucking studio, the only way you know how Howard Stern looked is when somebody was interviewing him on camera. No one saw him when he was doing the Howard Stern show because
same
it was
Limbaugh. Yep.
No one knew what they looked like until they did an actual interview.
Yep. Yeah. Years and years.
For years.
You didn't know.
Yeah. Nobody. Wait, for those who like to be a red pill people, no one knew what Tom Likas looked like. Nobody. Nobody know what he looked like. For decades, as you put it.
And nobody cared.
And yeah, also true. Nobody cared. Yeah. Until they landed on Oprah, Donahue, sadly Jesse Raphael, Ricky Lake, when she looked good. Ricky Lake. Like nobody gave a shit. Jenny Jones, like no one gave a shit.
And then when you saw the video, you were like, "Damn, I know why you do."
And then when you saw the,
there's the radio boys right there. That makes sense.
That's him. Holy shit, that's him. That's what people's reaction were. That's Howard Stern. Holy shit! I remember what I grew up coming through the 90s. Funkmaster Flex is dope as hell, dropping bombs, everything. Nobody knew what the fuck. We saw that's that motherfucker there. That's Funk Flex. We're talking about before he did the whole Girls Gone Wild, when Mardi Gras was popping, and they did the whole Summer Jam. Before that, we were like, that's him. Nobody knew what fucking Funk Flex looked like. Nobody did.
To be radio. Some people were not meant to be video.
Agreed. Everybody was bumping to the shit. And then when we saw this nigga, we was like, no way. No way. So in this day and age, people don't have that to hide behind. Now, if you want to do a quote radio show, by the way, folks, I just want to let you know I want to do a radio show. I want to one day do a radio show. But I understand if I do a radio show, it can never be simply radio. Even the Breakfast Club that started as a radio show only is no longer an only radio show. Now you Charlamagne the God, CJ, Envy. Now you got to see them on camera as well.
Yeah, you got to see them on camera.
You got to see them. The days of just being able to hide behind a mic is no longer authentic and credible.
Yeah. So
I give credence to people who actually do show their fucking face. People will look at me and say, "Oh, Resla, so you so sexy. I swear you would look so much better if you didn't have the gray." And I say, "This is residue, girl. This isn't gray hair. This is residue for me being on that box." Anyway. But there are people who will be like, "Fuck you, Brick," and they go, "Actually, now that I see Brick's face, she's not that bad. She's not bad." But will we say the same thing as somebody who's sitting there up on a fucking character, fucking portrait, fucking avatar, fucking picture, and you've been listening to them for years, and you're like, "His voice sounds so fucking sexy, ladies. His voice sounds so sexy. He got that midnight DJ voice." And then you look at him, he looked like fucking Shrek. When he's finally on camera, you're like, "Oh my God. Every time he talks, I get so wet." And then the day he finally slips the camera, he's like, "Hey, you guys." How you feel about that, ladies? How you feel about that?
Well, I'm not starting OnlyFans quite yet. Not quite.
I'm saying that,
but I ain't got mine yet.
and I called out. I've been called out way early for you ladies. Y'all have the worst judge of characters when it comes to men. You be saying, "He don't know the things I would do to him." And then you find out the guy's gay. I want to say 7 times out of 10, the guy's gay. Take it back to your boy bands. Y'all were creaming over these motherfuckers. More than half of them was gay. That's why I don't trust anything y'all say. The things I would do to him. Just let you know that you would do it to him, and it would have to be under the rest because he's not doing shit back with you. Because he been turncoat. He plays for your team.
He might even be in the middle of a transition.
It's putting it out there. Just putting it out there. I told people, the things that would do it. I'm like, he sucks. Resla, you a hater. Okay. I'm a hater, and then find out years later he coming out the closet. Kidding you with the R. Kelly. He was just standing there. You liked him and he came out the closet. He said, "What you doing now? Why you coming out the closet?" And he said, "Bitch, I've been up in the closet, so you can just go away." And he said, "Bitch, everybody coming out the closet." He said, "I know that's why my ass is gay." And you got all fucking butthurt, girl. You got all fucking upset. All upset. Now you sitting here. Now I'm starting to get angry, so I pull out my gun. How these gay niggas, I'ma shoot someone. Tired of y'all. Y'all don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. And I'm gonna just leave you with that. I'm gonna let you sit there and mellow out on that one. That's actually, I'm gonna end it right there. I'm gonna end right there. We gonna end the show. Me and Brick, we're gonna talk for a little bit, figure out what's going on. I'm gonna leave you guys to it because your boy got to get up in a couple of hours, few hours. Let's say few hours to make sure that I can get there for work. I gotta be at work at 8 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. So I don't got a lot of time. But appreciate you guys for actually being here. I do sing like an angel. It's better in the shower. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to it. See you in the next one later, y'all.